Welcome everyone back to Amateur Hour Commentary. I'm your host, the Wolf Craze, and today we've got a great match between German Grandpas and Gabba's Army. It's going to be a fun one, of course. These two teams are doing fairly well this season. They're putting out a good faith effort, and they're really showing everybody what's what. I'm going to be running solo today, so unless, of course, one of our good friends wants to pop into the video and join, that's entirely up to them. But we should be getting underway soon. Just double checking both my perspectives. It does look like one is getting ready to go. And then I just want to make sure. 1 second. As you can see, it's kind of changing in the background there. So you can see one is pretty much getting ready to go. But while we wait, let's head on over to the rosters and see who is competing on each team. Starting off with the German Grandpas, we got Spezzy, who's going to be our perspective tonight. So thank you, Spezzy. Andy, Icarus, Meister, Snug, Mystery, Project, and Prince Nils. Now, who I expect to be playing, and we will find out for sure momentarily, is Spezzy, Meister, and Nils. Those three, I feel like, are going to be playing every single time. Andy is likely going to be in on this as well. And I'm going to say it's either Mystery or Project who's going to be joining them, but we shall see. Good luck to the German Grandpas. These guys are absolute killers. Don't let their standings fool you. These guys are absolute beasts, guys and gal. Gal? Is there more ladies? I don't think so. I know Mystery's a girl, but anyway, that's besides the point. Let's move on. Gabba's Army. We have an updated roster. The last time we presented these folks, we didn't have an updated roster because I was either very lackadaisical on it, or I don't know. Maybe I was just lazy. Anyway, we have Gabba Kid, who's going to be our perspective tonight. Innate, Arab, Larry, Steve, Incursion FR, Akuska, who I believe has been practicing quite a bit, so I got a feeling we're going to see AK in there. Chippo, Fives, I'm just going to call him Five, and Crab Daddy. You're saying Lazy Pulse? Yeah, that's probably accurate. So, I think AKs and Incursion are going to be are two players that are great additions. And I know Incursion was already on there before, but AK and Incursion, I think when you get them in the lobby, they're going to be absolute killers. And I got a feeling AK is going to be in there. Gabba for sure, and we'll see who else is playing tonight. But let's head back to desk. All right. So just so everybody is aware, we are live on all platforms except TikTok. I don't have access to the TikTok right now. I don't know when I will again, but that's neither here nor there. What was I going to say? Predictions. If you guys got predictions, go ahead, throw them up. I see Dinko's already predicting German Grandpas are going to win 4-2, which is fair to say. It might come down to that. Here's my prediction is that it's going to be a tie, or at least close to. I don't expect this is going to be a blowout by any means. By any means, Gabba win both S and D. I see Gabba's Army taking. I want to say they'll be taking. I got a feeling that Gabba's Army is going to be taking a team deathmatch and a hard point for sure. As for a search and destroy, I think those are actually going to go to German Grandpas. Those guys they're killers. They're killers. That's my suspicion. That's my prediction. I will see if you guys are willing to bear with me. I can get predictions up in the Twitch chat. Gabba's Army are good at S&D. Yeah, but I think the German Grandpas are going to beat them. I don't know, is that weird to say? Looking over at who is actually playing, we got Andy, Meister, Bumblebee, Prinz, and Spezzy. And if Bumblebee, I'm forgetting who that is on the roster. Unless I didn't add Bumblebee to the roster and Bumblebee's been on it. Bumblebee has been playing with them since the beginning, so like I know that they're part of the roster. I don't know if I added it or if it's a different name and I was aware. I have to go back and check, but either way, Bumblebee's been playing since the beginning. Over on Gabba's Army, we got Innate, Gabba, Larry, and Akuska. See, I knew AK was going to be playing. I knew it. I knew that was going to be happening. All right. What I do want to do is, since I am kind of alone, AK is a beast, yeah, for sure. Since I am alone, I will be listening in on the video or on the game itself. Let me pull up our Twitch, and I will put up polls for y'all. If you can bear with me for a moment. So just so everybody knows, if I'm like stumbling over my words or if I'm not making sense sometimes, I was up till like 4 o'clock this morning, and then I didn't go to bed till then, and then I woke up like 11 o'clock. So I'm still kind of like recovering. I don't know, my sleep cycle's all sorts of messed up. But if you're watching over on our Twitch channel, I'm gonna be putting up a poll, and if you don't know what that is, at the top of the chat, when I put up a poll, you can cast your vote based on what the question is and the options provided. Need some raise? Yeah, I absolutely need some. I did not take any today. And you can participate that way. It kind of gives me an idea of where everybody kind of stands. And so if you want to participate, by all means, you can hop on over to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AHC, and cast your vote. But if you're watching over on the YouTube channel, hello, welcome. Hopefully you guys subscribed, liked, and have followed the Alvo channel for a while. And we're also over on the Facebook group page. So if you guys aren't following over on the official community page for Alvo, be sure to do so and participate in the discussions. Now, I do have some shout-outs today, but I'm not going to do the shout-outs yet until about halftime. So you guys don't have to worry about listening to that jargon until later. This game should get underway momentarily. It is about 5 after. Looks like both teams are missing just one person. So hopefully we can get that sorted soon. Now, as for Alvo content this weekend, we got this game, and then we got a game at 2:30. So depending on how long this goes, we might be able to pick up the other game. It might start before we end this one. Oh, it looks like they're going to go 4-4. They're not able to get a fifth one. So one team might not be able to get a fifth one. So they might just go 4-4. Interesting. I'm not listening to audio yet, so I'm not entirely sure. But we do have another game at 2:30. So depending on how long this one actually goes, I'll give you just so you guys know, that's going to be Trauma versus Devil Spit at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Because of how Titch has set up our production, it's just super easy to switch over. So we should be able to switch over relatively quick. So if you guys want to stick around for that, we'll have a double feature here, and I'll just split it later. If you guys want to watch all the different matches that we have covered, you can absolutely watch it here. You can watch it over on the Alvo YouTube channel as well. So far, favoritism goes in the lane of German grandpas. All right, so we're starting off team deathmatch on house. I don't have. There we go. I have it now.
Aber ich muss 2 Sachen vom Tunnel denken, das ist scheiße, aber egal. Es sind ja noch 4 Leute. Das ist doch Quatsch. Hörst du laut? Doch!
This is interesting. German grandpas are just holding down the tunnel. They're waiting on Gabba's army to push.
Yeah, I think so as well.
God dang, that's loud.
They must be in the boiler room.
They
must be in tunnels.
Just gonna see what I'm at here. Okay. Yeah, so they're just gonna sit and wait in the tunnel. This is interesting.
I'm in the garage.
Okay.
I think Gabba's army is taking their time trying to figure out. It does sound like that they recognize German grandpas are not going to contest above ground. They're going to fight below ground. Shots fired. Andy does get elimination on Larry.
I have no idea where he shot because.
Oh my God! I can't believe we got that one.
I don't know where
Gabba literally sitting hand in hand with Andy there. What a crazy shot!
Where was he?
Absolute insanity.
Okay, I didn't know you can go in there because it should be impossible to go in there. And that's like using the glitches. Okay. I know the game now. I know the game now.
Okay, he says going where? I'm not entirely sure what he's talking about. He's going to have to
with,
specify.
NGI in this one. It's fucking stupid if you can go into places where you shouldn't go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll switch over to German Grandpas for a bit here.
Hat
Hat mich, ich bin gefallen. Im Tunnel, im Tunnel.
Wo?
Auf der langen
Du
Strecke.
musst runtergehen. Treppe.
An der Treppe, er liegt auf der Treppe, liegt er. Auf der Treppe liegt er. Ach, er macht hoch wieder.
And Gabba with a nice shot. It's all tied up 5-5. We're already about like a minute and a half in. Maybe about closing in on the 2-minute mark.
Von hinten erschossen.
And we only got 5 eliminations per team. You can tell each one's taking their time. I don't know if this is going to become the norm for competitive Alvo. But it is interesting to see that the majority of the players, player base, at least on the competitive side, are choosing
Vorne ist geflippt.
to play it very safe. I know everybody wants to get a win. Everybody wants to get, walk away after the first round
Schön rein ins Haus.
with 3 points. But I mean, there's got to be some sort of engagement. Right now, both are just moving methodically slow. German Grandpas have decided to vacate their rat's nest and come above ground in pursuit of Gabba's army. Nice shots here on Larry.
Hab ich.
Looks like they're going to try to overtake the house here. Good thing there is no friendly fire. Maybe in the future, if we get friendly fire on, oh my gosh, the number of team kills we're going to see. Let me tell you something. I will be racking up those team kills. That's all I'm saying. Nice shots there by Spezzy all the way down the field. And now we're starting to see a lot more engagement from both teams. Ooh, 14-15. This one's still close. It is in favor of Gabba's army. Gabba not able to get the shots out. He got plenty of hit markers, but wasn't able to finish. Nice, there it is. There's the closure on that exchange.
DOD. We are winning by 2. And he got me.
In the slow play style
Yeah, I got distracted. I wasn't in the game for a while.
from both teams, it's looking to be favoring Gabba's army at the moment. Whoa, that grenade. Very close to Gabba. Those sandbags definitely helping protect. And now they are just holding down the tower region. Again, I think we're going to see like slow gameplay until they're forced to contest in the objective-based game modes.
They went underground. God damn it.
Oh! That's unfortunate. And that's also another thing to point out is that both teams decided to go 4-4 rather than 5-5. And I think it's because one team wasn't able to get another player. And it seems as though the one team that had all 5 members agreed to just run with 4. So kudos to whoever that was. 23-21 now in favor of German Grandpas. Oh my gosh, Spezzy is on a rampage. Great positioning. He's still seeing red though, but great positioning. Able to pick up 2. Now there's no more nesting from either team. I mean, I would say Gabba's army is nesting a little bit. All right, they're not really moving too far from the watchtower. But the German Grandpas who started camping and spent, camping out in the tunnels, they have decided to move above ground and go at Gabba's army, and it's proving to be fruitful. I mean, they have taken the lead, and right now Spezzy, he was just going off. He got his 5-kill streak. They're now 31-28. Really good position to be in. 12 eliminations alone by Spezzy. I mean, that's pretty significant. I don't want to say he's carrying the team, but with a performance like that, he's definitely one of the primary reasons that they are in the lead. All right, we will go back to that in a moment.
Einer hinten
Gonna
am
try to
Dach.
get that sorted.
Tot.
Läuft einer rüber.
Tarnnetz, Achtung, Tarnnetz.
All right, we're gonna have to run with one perspective for now. I think the other
Beides höher.
perspective has gone down, unfortunately. Keep you guys informed.
Bei den Kabeltrommeln, bei den...
Nice shots here by Spez. You got a minute left. 60 seconds on the clock. Well, okay, 50 seconds, we shall say. 50 seconds left on the clock. And German Grandpas are sitting comfortably in the lead.
Noch eine Minute.
And they're looking to take win number 1 in game mode number 1.
Einfach Defense schön gucken, picken. Wo sind die? Ich verstecke nicht.
Ich weiß nicht.
Achtung, die kommen hoch. Durchs Loch kommen sie hoch. Durchs Loch hoch.
Scheiße.
Halten,
Ist
einfach.
an der falschen Tür.
Nice shot. Wow, what a quick look.
Nein, Larry hat mich erwischt.
Der ist am Spawnpoint.
38 to 34. It's closing
Ich hab einen.
in rather quickly. Only 4 elimination
Wird
difference.
schon hinten. Achtung.
And Gabba's army could come
Wartet die
back,
Zeit ab.
but
Wir haben das.
less than 5 seconds left, they're going to have to get a full team wipe to really get a win here. German Grandpas just have to wait it out, and they're able to win 37 to 39.
Gut gemacht.
Holy cow. All right. So that one was, I'll be honest, that was slow. That was slow. That is not what I was expecting. What's up, Fergie? How's it going? Dung Beetle, how's it going? I wasn't expecting such a slow fight, man. Like that was, I get that it's 4v4, right? So we can argue, okay, there's one less player per team, so there's 2 less players on the field. But man, they started out first like minute and a half. They were camping, and then it just I don't know. Now, what I am curious, and I'm going to bring this up because me having written the rules and everything, if there is an exploit, if there's a spot on house that we need to be aware of, please let us know. Do not confront each other in the lobby. Like, just if you have footage of it or if you have questions about it, please send it my way. I will investigate. I will look at it. But please, if there is something that you should not be able to do, please don't exploit it. I'm not claiming that what he said was true. I'm just making the overt statement that if there is something that you guys are aware of, please send it my way and I will deem it appropriate or not. But German Grandpa is walking away with a win there. Again, very, very slow. Kind of not what I was expecting. Still waiting on the other perspective, but looking at this, Akuska gets 15 eliminations for Gabba's army. So pretty much the rest of the team was trailing, and Spezzy gets 15 eliminations as well. But Prince Nils was able to get 10. Prince and Spezzy were the only 2 able to hit double digits. Everybody else on both teams were hitting single digits. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like seeing that. I want to see teams getting closer to triple digits. You know what I'm saying? About time the ladies got here. Hey, you know what? People got things to do, and it's middle of the day. It's right after lunch. Maybe they just got finished sunbathing wherever they are, or maybe they just got out of the spa. I'm gonna be going to the spa in a few weeks myself, so I might not be casting for any games that might be taking place. But we're going to go to Desert, Search and Destroy. Now this, well, someone would have said, yeah, look at that. See, right back at you there, Puddles. I still only have one perspective. If anyone could hop in or like
Warte,
at
das war die erste
Gabba
Runde. Es geht weiter.
and see if he's able to get his stream back up, that'd be great.
Alte Scheiße hier. Ja.
Ich lauf B.
Kann man auch B
If he
picken.
can't get it for this round, that's okay.
Du musst nicht B direkt picken.
Wait, it's already up. It's up. Never mind.
Scheißhaus oben.
Do not message Gabba. We are all set. Thank you.
Wo sind die? Ich bin Mitte Scheißhaus, bleib ich.
Yeah, and I agree, but
Ja, aber das kannst du
However,
direkt von A.
as slow as it can be, or as intense as it can be,
No.
One's at
you know,
A.
based on how slow it is,
2 at A.
I don't know. I would just like to. I'd like to see
They're at
faster
A. They're
engagement.
planting A.
We are attacking. We are attacking.
We are attacking.
We'll
Oh.
go B.
But But there is a couple in A though. Just a little heads up. There's like 2 or 3 on the roof.
Yeah, I can't see
yep,
any there,
can
but
get me.
I'm coming down. I'm
Look
coming
like
down.
they're pushing B
Oh,
site.
help
just there.
me.
Okay.
Boy, YouTube audio is so much louder than the Twitch audio. I'm gonna just reduce that a little bit more. Hopefully you guys can still
Yep.
hear it just fine.
I'm in the...
The bomb has been planted. Jumping off of the sandcastle. Good movement by Gabba. This is critical.
Wo ist ein B? Der Tower, der Turm. Der
Ja.
Tower. Decken können.
Ooh.
Den hab ich.
Gabba does get dropped. Here come the German Grandpas now on the offense.
Langsam, schön langsam.
Links ist nicht so viel Zeit, ne?
Full limb. They're gonna have to be careful. Good positioning. Good
Good
shots
job,
by
good job.
Spezzy. Using the sand dunes as cover. Does get down though by Larry. Larry coming up from behind trying to do something there, but gets dropped by Meister. They're gonna go in for the defuse. They are running out of time. And they're able to get the
Very nice.
defuse and the elimination. Well done. No successful plant for Gabba's army. German Grandpas able to come back. And Nate left alive.
So,
Did not get into
Vorbei uns.
that dust pile.
They all 4 were there, so
I was able to get 1 though.
Here's their second attempt on attack. Now, pushing through the desert. I mean, the desert has great
I'm watching
Great.
top A. Can't see any at the moment.
cover. And your ability to move from one field to the next is... You could pretty much feel secure, but these wastelands to the left and right... I mean, there is a lot of open space, and you're going to need some cover. And maybe get a couple eliminations as well, just to secure your movement. Gabba does go down. He does try to go for the trade. Unfortunately, a revive did take place. Picks
One
back
on
up the
A.
bomb, and he might rotate back away. Honestly,
one
like if
down.
they cannot get the proper angle here,
Yeah,
the way
Spezzy
Gabba is
got
peeking
me.
out, like
He's
he
running
really
back
should be
into A.
moving up to this stone wall,
One's
Got
on
one
roof.
down.
See him going
this
south.
rubble wall, where he's going to have a lot more cover. It's going to be
Got him
harder
dead.
to see him right now. A lot of his body is exposed, which is opening him up to
See where they're
shots
at.
from various angles.
Yep, 1 is in shit house on top. He has a sniper. Careful.
Gabba can get me.
And there goes Gabba, dropped
Adios.
again, and it
Incoming.
looks like Akuska's been dropped as well, and Akuska's
Oh, he has an 8
At about
times,
50%.
that's why.
Gabba can only go down one more time, but someone coming in to get the
Careful, they're
revive,
coming
I don't
to
know. I don't
Gabba
think it's
right
going to
now,
happen in
Larry.
enough time.
What go?
Starting to bleed out here. He's out. Spezzy gets credit for that
One's
elimination.
at the bomb.
Die sind hinten am Spot noch. Die laufen jetzt über hinten. Ne? Die sind noch hinten oben rechts, ja.
Hinten oben rechts. Gut.
Ja, die sind noch
hab
hinten
einen
am Spot
angetickert.
jetzt. Die noch
Achtung, ich hab
ganz
Rutschen
hinten
hören.
da ist. Ja, der kommt jetzt
Ich hab einen.
Mitteldor, müsste der runtergucken. Mitteldor. Das war der.
Akuga ist tot, ganz.
okay.
Das sind die oben.
The German Grandpas really, I mean, they're just securing the bomb at the moment.
Sehe ich noch keinen.
They are going to have to be mindful of a possible flank. I don't know if Gabba's army is going to try that approach with
Wobei
less
die-
than 60 seconds on the clock.
Bin getroffen.
Meister does go down. They could possibly go for the revive, but unnecessary as they get the final elimination. No plant there still.
Die Bombe zerlegen.
Gabba's army not up on the board for a successful plant.
Ach so, ja gut, aber auch wenn die es nicht schaffen, die Bombe zu legen innerhalb der Zeit, verlieren die auch.
Ja, dann auch. Genau.
One down, but not that one. Shit.
Alright.
Yeah, but I hate it when
yeah.
it does that because it's a bit
Because you're
stupid,
ready
you know?
to pounce, but it just doesn't let you.
Now,
I'm
one
not
of the
loosening their
upsides
team
to
because
desert
nothing
is its verticality, and really this needs to be utilized when playing on desert. You got to get up high enough, utilize the covers. It does sound like someone's using the Chaco, so someone is utilizing the verticality, but it does sound like they get dropped. Kuska is down. Gabba going in for the revive.
So they
In
are
situations
A
like this,
now.
you want to at least get, some height, so you can provide your team with some intel,
Meister's
determine
one
where your
today.
opponent is going, left, right,
I
like
got
which
Meister
area on the map
down.
they're going.
B.
It does
Yes,
not
I
seem
got
like Gabba's army is really into that.
Killed
In fact,
And
it seems like they're
Kirby
just choosing the
down.
route
in it.
that they want to take,
And
and they focus heavily on that,
Rush.
which could be detrimental.
yes, that's good.
You're not watching your flank effectively, and you don't really know the position of your enemy. And Nate jumping over the
Meister
wall,
fence
he's
down.
just going right on in.
Kill them.
Here's the plant, and
Ooh,
Nate
another
does go
one by
down.
Where I am at.
Plant going in.
Spazzy.
Plant. Oh, and right over.
I got him.
Nice.
Right over that barricade.
Okay, let's get a little kick to it.
I don't see any enemies. The 4 is... It's so strange. When you have 5 players, you see them all the time. But when there's 4, you never see them.
So that was a
I
win.
know, because they're all huddled up.
That was a win with a successful bomb plant.
Lass jemand anderen
So Gabba's
drauf,
army
wenn die-
does have that
Über
for
die
him.
Sticks. Hey Leute, ich versuche über die Mitte die Sticks euch zu supporten, okay? Ich gehe über die Sticks hoch.
Denkt an den Sniper.
Zweierteams bilden.
Denkt an den Sniper. Links stehen 2. Links stehen 2.
Bei A ist einer, bei A ist einer, stopp, bei A ist
Ja.
Ah, den habe ich eingetroffen.
Sniper links. Sniper links.
Wo ist links?
Ah,
Ich
ah.
sehe da keinen mehr. Ich habe einen bei A getroffen, aber ich weiß nicht, ob der jetzt wiederbelebt wird.
You can see how methodical German grandpas are playing, right? Like they're moving from cover to cover. They're checking all their angles, but again, they're hyper focused on going towards
Push rein. Geh rein,
one
geh rein, geh
point,
rein, geh rein.
which actually makes them easier to see. If you think about it, if you move as like a group, right? There's just more to see in those lanes. You gotta separate just a little bit, just enough. Like
Bin getroffen.
right now, they're all going down down this one lane in town just to get to A.
Links in den Felsen.
And the problem is that now you become a lot of moving parts, which makes you more easily
Lass uns
seen.
hochgehen.
Sind immer noch zu viert. Einer war links in den Felsen.
Die Waffe zieht so
Nils
weg,
ist
Alter.
getroffen. Ja,
Hard push towards A. Andy putting in some work. Kus getting it down. Gabba getting it down. Oh my gosh! And German grandpas get taken out. Score is now 2-2. And German grandpas are in need of at least one successful plant. If they can get a successful plant, then they can tie things up at least on that
Komm, wir
pass
nehmen-
auf, dann gehen
in
wir
that
auf B.
regard.
Wir gehen auf B, wir gehen auf B, über rechts außen, ganz über rechts außen.
Leute, hier geht's doch lang nach B.
Hier geht's zu B.
Ach, scheiße.
Es gibt viel
Lasst
liegen.
unsere zeitverzögerten Taktik trotzdem machen. Wartet
Ja,
30,
ja.
40 Sekunden hier.
Ja,
Und dann,
aber die graben
dann
sich
sind die
da ein.
verteilter und irritierter. Ja, lasst sie sich reingraben. Wir gehen hoch, hinten hoch, ganz hoch und kommen über hinten runter.
I do that all the time, Spezzy. Sometimes it looks like you could go in between certain buildings, and then you run into it, and it's just a crevice, and you literally can't. You could see through it, but it doesn't even give you a proper angle
Zweierteams bilden.
or perspective.
Ich bin getroffen.
Ich
Meister
komm, ich
does
komm,
go
ich komm,
down. I
ich komm.
believe Akuska might be sniping from that direction.
Ja, ja.
Sniper
Hab ihn,
bei
hab
B.
ihn, hab ihn, hab ihn.
Ja, gut.
Got a feeling. Now I can't see obviously because I'm looking from the grandpa's perspective. But if he is playing with the Chaco, then he's got to be sitting on the rocks, right? That makes the most sense.
Fast ganz oben.
So they're gonna have to move very carefully and stay out of their range. Oh, and he gets dropped from
Ido.
pillars. Spezzy seeing a lot of red, and he's taken out by Larry O, and it also looks like Andy is out. They could try to go for the revive, but he is exposed. That leaves Meister pretty much all alone to go up against all remaining members on Gabba's army.
Komm, lass mal grad mal liegen. Moment.
I got all down except one.
Nice.
Shall we push?
Well, Larry's pushing.
Oh
see
fuck,
him.
I got... Ah shit, EOD is still alive, he's the last one. He's where I died, to the left.
Got him.
Nice shot. Now, if only you could shoot through wood.
Got the other one now.
But they prevented any kind of plant. So far, German
so
grandpas really are.
He got the other one up, killed you.
And I killed him again.
They aren't. They aren't performing how I thought they might.
Wir gehen jetzt hier direkt runter. Toiletthaus. Der ist mit seiner Sniper, sind wir gleich nah genug, können wir uns killen.
Durchbreachen.
Einfach durchbrechen hier hinter die Mauern, durchpushen. Direkt auf
Oben nach
I expected them to have a greater offensive play here, and they started out great.
rein. Und
They were up 2-0. Now they're down 3-2.
Ja, ich geh mit, ich stelle da oben. Pass auf, dass
They have to be taking an aggressive push, and it does look like they're doing just that as they push on
Ja, ja, Moment.
the latrine house,
Granate.
Okay, ich denke Mittel.
trying to stay PG for as long as I can.
Wo? A liegt die Bombe im Scheißhaus. Sehr gut.
One is looking through the crack.
Yeah, I
Yep,
tried to
one
shoot
is-
him, but it's indestructible.
One is in second floor. Watching
You can
the
see his
stairs.
foot outside, Larry. You can see his foot. You can shoot him. It's in the corner. One's on the bottom.
Ah,
They
yeah, he
are
was
gonna
on
have
the
to move
bottom
in
one.
though. I like
Stay
Gabba's
inside
idea to
now.
try to go up and try to pressure here.
Yeah, one is outside.
Get the defuse. Oh, unfortunately, they were prepared for that.
They got
Okay.
angry.
And now German Grandpa's tied up, not only in terms of score,
I should.
but also in successful plants. So now it's 1-1 in terms of, with regards to successful bomb plans.
Zeigen, hey, hockt euch direkt auf den Punkt einfach drauf und
So
zeigt-
now German Grandpas, I believe, are back
Ich geh direkt auf B, Alter.
on defense.
Yeah.
But that's Prince Nils, you know, impossible to kill. Same with Andy.
Oh yeah.
They're both points on a point where I can't see, so I have to go forward.
You know, that's the thing, Dinko, is like they were looking to clear it, but Gabba needed to pressure the bomb because they were running out of time. And I completely get like when it gets down to like, was it 5 or 6 seconds? Like that's the point in time where you have to start to defuse or you automatically lose. And I think Gabba was hoping that, I believe, if I recall correctly, he had one teammate alive who
I'm out
was.
of the game for a couple
I'm sure
of
he was
seconds,
hoping they would go and clear, but they didn't clear the house itself. So he could have gone downstairs, gotten the elimination, and possibly made it back up in enough time. Unfortunately, we can't really see how much time is left when the bomb is planted.
Nah, se olisi kuin pelit ohi.
But if that timer was dwindling down and he was running out of seconds, you got to prioritize the bomb. Because there's always a chance that you could get the revive, the defuse.
There's
As Gab is
somebody
pushing
on
in, he's not seeing someone underneath that rubble at A. Very good position. Here goes an 8. Doing what he did before, pulling a Superman move, climbing above,
Ladder.
up to the wall.
Got me.
Ah, he
Ladder
got me.
up.
He's in the middle.
He's
Got the one on the ladder.
awesome.
Kommst du, die Bombe ist doch bei A noch, oder?
Ja, Vorsicht.
Meister is down.
Edu, versteck dich, es kommt einer. Da kommt einer, bleib liegen.
Larry left alive.
Bei Edu kommt einer. Bei Edu kommt einer.
Granate, aufgepasst. Da kommt einer durch die Mitte. Kommt jetzt hier. Wahrscheinlich. Und pass auf, Sniper auf dem Gebäude.
Nee,
Careful, Larry.
With no
and,
clear
Mr. Boy.
perspective from my
there's another
angle.
one.
mulla on peli kesken.
He's in the house. Yep. He's in the corner, laying down. Right
The tall
there.
order for Larry. He's got Andy and Prince. He takes out Prince. He's got one
Last
left.
one is Andy. He's on A.
Now this is a fight, a 1-on-1. Very clear angle of where he is. Larry could get a perfect position. Oh, and he gets taken
What's
out.
inside this fucking pole?
Oh, that is highly unfortunate.
Ja, gut, alles
A
gut.
very good fight. Really good positioning.
Mann.
Yeah, I agree. It's very respectable
Kommt
to
gleich.
agree to a 4v4.
Sniperbasis.
Ja.
Komm, wir gehen wieder auf A.
Ja,
Was habt ihr?
And I think that's the important thing is that there's a degree of sportsmanship that takes place and that has taken place
Scheißhaus. Scheißhaus, ah ja.
during the league, and I greatly appreciate that.
Da ist ein Sniper auf der Mauer.
Auf der Mauer.
I throw a smoke.
I started to
He's on A.
utilize smokes more,
On
and
roof.
I'll admit, like they're fun. They provide great cover.
Yeah, I'm bleeding out. Didn't make it.
Oh,
I'm
Larry
going
does get
towards in
tagged
house.
from behind the wall. How he gets tagged
him.
back here, I'm not sure. Are they looping around? Really hard to say, but get dropped right
one
there.
down.
Must have
Oh,
been
no, I
a
didn't.
beautiful shot. Probably.
He's still alive.
Oh, because Kuska's on this team. Who would be using the Choco over there? I don't think anyone would be using the Choco.
Yeah.
I will be at the so I think we are still pushing A. Oh, god damn it.
Got him.
Got one down.
Nice. I got Andy. He's out.
Oh, I'm down.
There goes a Kuska.
Let's
United
try to
is
make it
beside
to
you.
Yep.
In 8.
I'm running towards
And on B site, see if Gab can make the magic happen.
Thank
Get in the plant.
Got you, buddy.
He gets the plant, but he gets taken out. He is dropped. But now all the focus is on bomb site B. Spezzy is down. They're going in for the revive. They have plenty of time. They got about 30 seconds to try to get the defuse, or should I say,
Links von dir.
19 seconds now. Larry drops down behind the sandcastle. They're going to go in for the defuse while someone else goes and fights. Oh my gosh, what a shot. Meister does go down, but Spezzy gets the defuse, and they are now at match point. And still only one successful plant apiece.
Das Ganze lief gut. Das Ganze
Holy cow.
Eine Runde noch, Leute.
eine Sekunde weg.
There was two in the tower, so one was defusing and the other one beside him. And I got the other one, but not the one defusing. Because it was double down.
Yeah, if he was able to get the one diffusing, that would have been great, but it wouldn't have mattered because he was, unless he was able to take both of them out, there wasn't a chance to
Got me down.
really prevent what was happening there. Going prone in the doorway is a bit of a mistake. Got to be careful doing that. If you're going to go prone, you got to make sure that you're behind cover. There, you're just way too exposed. The doorways are good to draw attention. Oh my, Prince with his crazy flank. This was not expected, leaving a Nate. Was able to take out Prince, but now is up against 3. What a flank. See the perspective of German grandpas and like what they have to contest with now that they got only one member left
Ab von uns.
of Gabba's army.
Ist von uns einer bei A.
Ja, Innate ist nicht schlecht.
Keiner ist auf A. Ich geh mal Richtung A.
Geh mal A rüber.
Wo ist Spezi?
This is match point, so they just have to work together, stick together as a
Am
group,
Haus, hier unten am Haus.
take out a Nate.
Der ist immer noch hinten an der Mauer. Der kommt jetzt Mittelding. Der ist jetzt Richtung... läuft jetzt gleich beim Mitteldurchgang vorbei hier hinten. Der ist noch ganz hinten, Alter, bei denen am Spawn. Der kommt jetzt Mitte, guckt der runter. Mitte, diesen Mittelausgang.
Ja.
Ziemlich...
I love that, Galindo.
Auf Seite von deren Seite, ne?
1, 2, 3, 4, climb a rock, hit him with the Choco.
Tau die Leiter von eurer Seite ist. Auf der Höhe schon.
I love
Die
it.
Leiter von eurer Seite ist links außen da auf der Höhe schon.
I have someone in from Facebook. It says Facebook user, so I don't know exactly who that is, but they are rooting for the German grandpas who are currently in the lead.
Bleib doch, wo
They are
willst
on
du?
match point. Really, they only have to contest against one member, Gabba's army. And then Nate is someone you do have to be careful about because he can be
Edu, das war
a
klar.
very clutch player in moments like this.
Lass ihn kommen. 45 Sekunden.
Ist egal, einfach Stellung halten. Stellung halten. Der läuft jetzt wieder da zu deren Spawnpunkt, ganz links, Richtung Dreieckfels und schießt jetzt darüber. Der versucht jetzt Andy zu bekämpfen.
Ja. Haltet euch, das sind noch 30 Sekunden, der muss kommen, der muss offensiv gehen.
Ja, ich zeig mich nicht mehr.
Nein, weil er will töten.
Genau. 25, das schafft er nicht.
Under the ladder and one...
Trying to see like where Nate is right now. I mean, there's only so much he can do. He does have the bomb. He's trying to bait some of the shots, but he's also wasting a lot of time, which I understand. Like you don't really want to rush in too fast, but you are gonna have to make some movement at some point.
Just under the ladder.
He does get taken out. Nice shots by Andy, and that's gonna conclude this
He
one.
was on the top of A-Ward. He was aiming on the total different direction, and then he.
This is gonna go in favor
Trotzdem habe ich gedacht, vielleicht kann
of the German grandpas. Really well played. And I'm just going to do a quick look again. Yeah, I think both teams got one successful plant. There were 2 defuses by the German grandpas. So each of them is going to get half a point. So give me a second while I get that situated. Perfect. And we're going to go into our hard point round. Don't forget the palm. Hey, listen, okay? Don't bust on the cheerleaders, okay? All right? Men wear pants and shirts when they cheer. They don't wear the skirts and pom-poms. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. But yeah, just keeping it real here, folks. Letting you know the real details, okay? Anyway, German grandpa is looking really strong in this first half, all right? They got 2 wins on their belt. They got a great TDM win. They won by 2. I think it was 39-37, so it was very, very close. Here, they also get a win, but they tie in total plant points, so it's a half a point per team. At least Gabba's army were able to do that. So it's anyone's game. We still got a full second half, and we got hard point coming up. Now, I believe this is where Gabba's Army is going to take their first win against German Grandpas. But of course, the way the game is progressing, the way that the pace that it's going is a little bit different because it's not a full lobby. It's a 4v4. And as much as, like people might argue like that's not a significant difference, it really is, particularly on big maps like Desert or Industrial. Where are they going next? They're going to go to Factory. So this might not be nearly as bad. But even still, one less player on each team really doesn't make a difference. Yes, Mario, as long as this one ends within a reasonable amount of time, like we might not catch the very first part if you guys start immediately at 2:30. But if you guys start a little bit after 2:30 because you're all getting into a lobby, then yeah, we'll be able to catch all of it. But if you guys start, regardless, I am going to switch over. I might switch over and just have everybody watch, and I will go silent for a little bit so I can go grab something to drink, something to eat, whatever, which I encourage everybody else to do. But regardless, we will have it. So if you guys want some more Alvo action, we have Trauma vs. Devil's Spit coming at you in about 50 minutes. We still got a second half of this one to go. Sounds like chipped teeth. Hey, you hated the cheerleaders in high school. You would throw Skittles at them. Jeez Louise. Oh God, that sounds terrible. They're supposed to, get you excited, Puddles, not make you want to throw Skittles at them. This one is moving kind of fast. Yeah, I would agree. The search and destroy is not moving nearly as slow. I don't believe the hard point never goes slow. But the only way hard point actually ends quickly is if someone is able to get to max points. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to get to max points, then yeah, the game will go quick. But as of late, we've seen a lot of games go to time. A lot of games go to time, or at least very close to. I know there have been a couple of 200-point games, but it was coming down to like the last 30 seconds or 50 seconds, something like that. So most of them have been going to time. Why is that the case, Puddles? That's bizarre, if you ask me. Big shout out to everybody watching. I see there's a couple over on Facebook. There's one over on, or a couple over on YouTube. And we got plenty over here on Twitch. Big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Does look like everybody's greened up. We're going to go to Hardpoint on Factory, which is a good choice in my opinion. I like Search and Destroy and Hardpoint on Factory. I'm okay with TDM as well, but something about the map is designed, I think, more so for objective-based gameplay, not so much how should I say it? The kind of free-for-all of team deathmatch. But it all works. It all works for me. Hold on, I gotta fix my tip jar. There we go. I noticed because I resized the mug just a little bit, so now the tips were kind of falling into air. Yeah, I just had to fix that real quick. Okay, we're going into Hardpoint on Factory. We're going to start off with the perspective of German Grandpas, who are currently in the lead 6-0, or at least that's in layman's terms, that's 2 wins to 0 wins, and they got a half point each. So looking good for German Grandpas. I'm really pulling for Gabba's Army here to at least get up on the board in terms of a win. I was going to say, yeah, a bit of a waste of a Skittles there.
Die liegen unterm Catwalk liegen sie, unterm Catwalk liegen sie, Achtung. Die liegen unten drunter.
Ja, auf dem Catwalk oben ist auch einer.
Now, everybody in chat, would you argue that the side that German Grandpa's on is stronger in terms of positioning and as a spawn? Or is what Gabba's Army have the better positioning? Right now, Gabba's Army is showing it is better positioning for the holds. Now, no one likes the scaffolding hold. Obviously, there's not a lot of protection. You got to be very, very quick with your shots.
doesn't matter how much bullets I use on him. Fuck's sake.
Prince Niels is coming to help.
Oh my gosh, that blinding light from the flash really does some damage.
I got
Careful, one is between the pallets.
And right now we're seeing a bit of a flip-flop. 10 points to Gabba's army to, I think, the 7.
God damn it, Andy. Come up behind.
But it does look like German Grandpa's potentially going to be taking the lead here.
Missä saatana se on taas tuolla laatikon sisällä? It's again inside the box.
Yeah, that's one.
See, right now everybody's kind of sitting on
DOD 's
point,
coming.
and 26 to 16. There's a 10-point difference. Where Gabba's army originally had the lead, they have
Guys,
lost
Andy
it.
is injured.
And I think in part that's because of the positioning. Everybody's kind of sitting on point for Gabba's army. You can't really do that. I say this time and time again. You can't have everybody on the point. You got to have someone ready to retake the point if necessary. But it's much more effective to keep your opponent off the point while you have 1 or 2 players contest and at least try to get in on that point. And so far, I'm not seeing a lot of that from Gabba's army. Gabba with a really good positioning, taking out Andy there inside the office. Good smoke as well. That's going to cover them from the stairwell. Present a lot of caution on the side of German Grandpa's. Now we're starting to see a retake here by Gabba's army as they are holding down the point. Gabba finally getting taken off of his post. Spezzy now controlling the point.
Oben bei den Pipes, da bei den Boxen. Beim Fenster. Bei Pipes.
Der ist weg. Pipes ist weg.
Rein, schön rein. Ich gehe auf die orangenen Dinger. Achtung, da kommen 2, ich bin hinter denen.
Bin drauf.
1, 2, hab 2.
Unchanged.
Gewechselt, beiden Kisten links, beide Kisten.
Ah, Mist. Da bin ich
Schön, gut, die Kisten nehmen ein. Auch alle ein, jawohl.
Ich lieg drin.
Komm vom...
German Grandpa's back on the point, looking really strong right now. A nice contest here. Good shot through the stairs. Now in the hands of Gabba's army, they have retaken. Look at that. We got to see a little bit of a replay. That was Gabba. Getting credit for that. He's going to have to stay. See, again, there's 3 members right now. 3 members of Gabba's army on point. 67 to 49. They have a lot of points to come back from. But they're doing a good job holding this particular location. But they need to be cautious about putting so many players on the point.
My bad. 10 points behind.
They really just need to space out a little bit and get better angles, because where German Grandpas are going to be coming in from, they're going to be coming in from above, from behind, from across the lane. You got to have eyes all over the place, and you're just a sitting target. Like, if you are holding the point, you're all just holding the point. You're sitting targets.
Moving.
You gotta move. You gotta cut their legs out from underneath them before they even get close to that point. Right now, German Grandpas are doing a good job with this as they are spreading out. You can see they're taking some vertical stance here.
Hab ich.
Is in the hands of Gabba's army. Perhaps they can turn things around, make some adjustments to their playstyle. Nice. A 5-kill elimination
Das Ganze in die
kill
Ecke.
streak in favor of Spezzy. He does miss some of those shots, though.
Ja.
Muss raus sein.
Fuck, es muss einer rüber.
Mann, scheiße.
Ich brauche nur einen Kill für Turret. Turret.
If there are a few drop frames, sorry, folks.
Wir spawnen so weit laufen.
Ja.
Ich weiß nicht, ob wir den Spike kriegen.
Nee, die haben eingeholt.
I don't think that's the case right now, Mick. I know that it has been suggested. I had suggested it a while back because I think it would encourage more players on the point. And could create some great counterplay, but I don't think that's the case right now. Uh-oh. Is Gabba stuck? Gabba, get out of there. Gabba, get out of there. Gabba! He can't kill himself. He's running with the flak jacket. Gabba, get out of there. Gabba! Gabba, get out! Someone push his ass out. Get out.
It's behind the wall.
Meister's on
And
the
he's
knees like that
out.
wall.
Oh my
Von
god.
hier oben, genau da, ja.
Oh my goodness.
In dem kleinen
Banane.
Besser.
Somehow he's able to crawl himself out of there. See how Spezzy is holding a different angle? Like, they're not expecting him to be here.
Keine Muni mehr.
So this is what I like about what German grandpas are doing. Like
Okay,
right now,
point
Spezzy is
it
not
back,
looking to
Achtung,
cap the point.
aufpassen.
He's trying to,
Warte,
you know,
warte, bis ich spawn.
control
Unten
the
drunter, genau
point
unten drunter.
from the perimeter.
Genau unten drunter,
Unten
unten drunter. Ja.
Hier sind drauf.
And this is exactly what we need to see from Gabba's army. And right now, they are just struggling. Spezzy is just going off. What's up, O'Doyle?
Gabba's drin, Gabba's drin.
What's up, Gustavo? Yo, how am I dropping any more frames? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm dropping frames, guys. I don't know what that's about.
Ich bin drin.
What's up, Blonde Baller?
Ich bin auch.
Ich auch. Der ist oben. Einer fällt mal vom Office morgen.
137 to 121. This is getting
I got
close.
busy with my grenade.
Meister's still
Now
in
we're
there.
losing a bit.
Nice shots here by Gabba.
Catwalk.
That's him.
Dropping frames. What in the world is happening? What's up, slow ass? How you doing, man? Yo, they are killing my internet upstairs.
Flashing.
Literally killing it.
They're flashed.
Sorry for all the drop frames, folks. Hopefully that clears up.
And they drowning.
What's up, disgruntled? No problem, O'Doyle.
Got it open.
Yeah, I'm experiencing
down.
some
You
serious
can't get that.
lag right now, folks. Apologies. I still do have family up from Florida, and there's a lot of bandwidth being used. So hopefully this
The
clears
grenades
up
should
soon.
kill people.
And let's just stand there.
We are 40 points behind, so we're losing.
On your left. On your first left.
Sounds good, bro.
Or your right, sorry. Depending on how I'm seeing it.
176 to 125. Gabba's army in dire need to get on this point. They have to secure this point entirely to stand a chance in this fight. It could come down to time if they can do so,
Yeah,
but they are really going to
one
have to put in the effort. Right now, let's see, here we go. And Nate does get taken off the point. Gabba moving in for the kills here, able to take out one. They've retaken the point, but every moment, every opportunity they try to get back on that point, they are losing it.
control.
And with very few points remaining,
Got it.
German grandpas could take this by points. I think this one is going to go in the hands of the German grandpas. I am feeling it for Gabba's army, man. Like, they are struggling. They're putting in a good faith effort, but they just cannot win these exchanges. 5 seconds left for German grandpas for them to take this by points. It's still in the hands of Gabba's army, though, so who knows? Maybe the tides can turn. Maybe the tides can turn. Here's Spezzy back on the point, very quickly taken off. No, Prinz is back on it. It just needs a few more seconds, and that's it. That goes in favor of German grandpas once again, and now they are up 3-0. 3-0 by halftime. Just catching up. Kick them off. I wish I could, man. I wish I could. It seems to have stabilized a bit, though. I haven't dropped any frames since, so they must have done something. So we had like a pretty bad storm this week, and then for some reason my internet was out for like 4 hours yesterday. I don't know what's up with Spectrum. Don't get Spectrum. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to go for an internet provider, go with T-Mobile or something. I hear that they're really good right now. But yeah, we had some internet issues yesterday. Doesn't seem like we have internet issues today, except for maybe some of the bandwidth is being used, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just apologizing for some of the experience that you guys have had because there has been some skipping. So hopefully that's cleared up. It looks like it's balanced out. I'm not having any more issues at the moment. But who is having issues is Gabba's army. They are putting in a good faith effort. They have been having a lot of outages for, yeah, it's annoying. I'm once my phone's paid off, I am looking to change. But Gabba's army is struggling, man. They are working diligently to get some of these points and come back and get a win, but man, it is not working in their favor. They have to switch up their strategy just a little bit. They got to figure out what to do differently, because right now they're being outplayed by German grandpas. The German grandpas have great positioning. They're utilizing the perimeter play and their point play. They have really methodical movement on search and destroy, and their team deathmatch, like, they're just putting up those numbers. More so Spezzy. Spezzy has been a phenomenal asset for German grandpas in terms of total elimination. So kudos to him. But yeah, hopefully the second half for Gabba's army is going to look more favored. It is halftime, so I want to do a real quick rundown of all the people I need to give a shout out to, because they have helped make this thing possible. First, OutsideIn Entertainment, that is owned and operated by Steve, who is also in Gabba's army. Big shout out to OutsideIn Entertainment for allowing us to not only stream their game, obviously, like, there's free access to streaming the game, but we're able to stream it on their platform, so on their YouTube channel and their Facebook group chat. And without their support, we wouldn't be able to do that. And it's even more honoring and more humbling, even, that he himself has decided to play in this league. So big shout out to OIE. Thank you so much for supporting this. And I can't wait for season 2. Obviously, we got plenty left in season 1 of regular season play, and then we'll go into playoffs. But yeah, I'm already looking forward to season 2. So big shout out to them. A big shout out to also repsports.com. Rep Sports is the creator of Raise Energy, and Raise Energy is a great energy drink supplement to anything that you might be drinking right now, from Monster to Bang to Red Bull to whatever you have. What's nice about it is that you'll find that they have a variety of different flavors, but you will never see artificial coloring or weird chemicals in it. The upside to Raise Energy is all nutrition based, because they are a nutrition focused supplement company. I use them for everything from whey protein to pre-workout to energy drinks to sleeping aids, and sometimes even their food. Like, they have protein popcorn, which is delicious, and they got a couple other things on the website. But I'm not going to spoil it all for you. Go to repsports.com and use our promo code AHC at checkout for 15% off. Saves you money and helps us out. So if you head over there, if you live in the US, go to repsports.com, and before you check out, use AHC for your promo code for some money off. Big shout out to Rep Sports. Also want to give a shout out to ProTube VR. I was actually using it last night. I can't see the strap because I don't have it. I don't have it to the ProTube side, but they sent me an unreleased a version of their stock for the PSVR 2. Now, why does this matter? Because we do have Alvo coming to the PSVR 2, and I am going to need a stock. And I suspect that all you AIM controller users are going to need a stock as well. And what better brand to run with than ProTube VR? I'm telling you, they have been in the game since 2016, 2017. Ever since I started watching VR esports, I have always seen ProTube VR. So if you guys are interested in quality material, beautiful peripherals that work incredibly well and flawlessly with your gameplay, and also has the level of flexibility to fit your style of gameplay, check out ProTube VR. But don't go to their website just yet. Be sure to use the links in the panels below, because all those links, which are currently for all the Quest stuff, so like your Quest controllers and whatnot, use those links below. That will bring you to the website and give you a discount on any one of those items. We have a discount for just about every single item on the store. So don't go directly to ProTube VR without using one of our links. A big shout out to ProTube VR. We are not sponsored by them, but we appreciate their support by giving us those affiliate codes. It will help you save money, and it'll help us, and it'll help them grow. Let's keep a good thing going. And then last shout out, of course, to everybody in chat and everybody who's participating in the league. You guys are what make this happen. It is a struggle to even get a league going. And in the test league, we only had 8 teams. In the official first season of the Alvo World League, we got 10 teams. And that's just about 10 players per team. That's incredible. Like, that's crazy. That's 100 players already playing in the very first season. This has inspired me to not only help create the best rule set possible, but provide the winners and the contestants with great prizes. There's a $500 prize pool, not only given through the payment of every single team who has put towards the prize pool, but has inspired me to add additional money to that prize pool. So we have $500, and next season it might be even more. That's only to incentivize and thank everybody who has participated. Furthermore, the winners are going to get something. I'm currently in the process of getting something fun that everybody on the winning team can look back fondly on. So hopefully it is received well. Plus, you'll also get a banner. You could see Death Squad got the Alpha Test League Champs banner. Anyone who wins Season 1 will be on the other side of the monitor. And as the seasons progress, we will switch through them. So big shout out to all you players in the Alvo Army. If you guys know anyone who's interested, get them in now. All right. So all my babbling done. You need the PSVR 2 stock. Man, it is glorious. I love it. You gotta set it up just right, though. Like, that's the nice thing is it's got so many joints. It's super flexible to any kind of play style. I'm super excited to use it. But with all my jibber jabbering, we have entered the second half. Team deathmatch on town. Here we go. Gabba's army in dire need for some points here, folks. They only got a half of a point.
25 years ago, I was in Rome. I had million liras. Hey,
I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. They are peaking quite high in the yellow. Dinosauri.
It was a
That's
miracle.
How you doing, AK?
that was like 3,000 euros of pounds or.
That's Bessie.
I'm in the ambulance.
Yeah, I just want to say, Dung, like, I know the. I have a feeling that most people know exactly what you're talking about. Excuse me.
No, he's behind the moped.
I think most people know what you're talking about, and it's all related to like. I will have 4 bars, but my ping is technically at 50, and the only reason I know that is because in beta it shows you your ping number. It doesn't have it in retail. So it looks like I have 4 bars, and I do have 4 bars, but anyone else with 4 bars is probably at 20 ping. So that is the information sent to the server, and whoever's information is received first, it will typically go in favor of. So I get you. I feel you. Unfortunately, it's part of living on the server that we have. Hopefully, it does work out for you in the end at some point, but it just sucks. But I feel you on that. All right, so we're going to see a very strong defensive, I say defensive hold here by German grandpas at the police cars and ambulance. This is kind of a meta for this map. Like, we're gonna see this a lot. Really good grenade out into the stairs going from police cars to the tunnel. And they have a lot of focus there. Only 1 member. Wow, coming up from behind Gabba. Getting very close, getting a beautiful flank here, but Spezzy is holding this corner. There's a very unique way of holding the police cars. I very rarely ever see this. This actually gives Gabba's army some flexibility to move to the ambulance, as we see here, as Spezzy gets taken out. Gabba missing a couple of shots, but still able to take 2 with him. 13 to 25. Gabba's army is a bit behind. Pineapple squelch special, yes sirree.
On the balcony.
Eating a little bit of that grenade, but Gabba stands firm and he takes out Meister. Another grenade around the corner, and he's clearing this area, looking to gain control. And now this could be the turnaround that Gabba's army is looking for. Nice shots by Gabba! And he does use his medkit a little prematurely, but I understand wanting to use that in preparation for his 5-kill streak. That is just telling you this man is out to murder.
I'm coming to Gabba. I will watch the tunnel, see what's the ambulance.
But Gabba is looking really good at getting these eliminations. He's really holding the police cars very well. But German grandpas have the luxury of sitting back. They are in the lead. So they don't really have to push. Is someone running with the Sterling? Am I hearing that correctly?
Marketplace is clear.
Passt schon.
No, that's the Proto. Okay. From Gabba's perspective, it almost sounded like the Sterling, but nope, they're running with the Proto, which is a fine weapon.
So, jetzt halten wir den Point einfach.
So German Grandpas with the lead, they really don't have to push. They can sit back in leisure and just wait for Gabba's army to push, because Gabba's army is the one with the pressure.
Ich steck den Tunnel.
Ja, du deckst den Tunnel rein.
Museumseingang. Museum könnte noch einer kommen.
Einer muss da hinten
Ja.
decken. Einer muss
Die
hinten decken.
Spezieskisten ist einer, aber
Komm,
nicht um die
Museum.
Ecke schmulen. Der kommt jetzt
Nee,
in
nee,
den Tunnel reingelaufen. Der ist
Ja
jetzt
gut,
in den
dann
Tunnel
kann
reingelaufen.
du Museum in den Tunnel.
Otolage Alphen.
Und der Andy deckt hinten Museum.
Does Niles run the Sterling? I mean, I would say running the Sterling here isn't terrible. I mean, if you're going to be playing close quarters, I love running the Sterling. It's one of my favorite weapons. I won't do it in competition because everybody is such a freaking ace shot. But in Publix, yeah, I'll run Sterling a lot.
Guter Call. Jeder hat seine Aufgabe.
Ich höre ganz genau.
Oh, okay, let's go back. Hold on. He got 2 eliminations, Spezzy. Sorry about that, man. Oh, man. Talk about Call of Duty timing right there. Let me tell you something. That's what happens when I play, too. I'm holding a point for so long, and I'm like, man, I'm just getting bored. I turn away and get shot in the back. That's exactly what happens. That's kind of what happened right there in that exchange. Nearly missed it. 39-22. Gabba's army with a big deficit to make up for.
Came behind me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Fergie, is that they really can hold up wherever they want.
So close, your gun automatically gets stuck.
And throwing the grenade there at the steps, like here's the thing, like some decision making has to be improved for Gabba's army. They are gonna have to, like, using utility you should try to use from a distance. And after you use it, like in that situation for Gabba, get the grenade out, rotate back. Granted, he wasn't expecting someone to come up from around the corner there, so I can appreciate that. But there has to be better decision making on the part of Gabba's army. Right now, they're a bit spread out. They're trying to pull German Grandpas away. Nice shots here by Gabba. Some more nice shots. Prince seeing a lot of it. Probably at 1 health, I'll be honest.
Let's not go to the. Let's not go to the fountain.
Spezzy is at the turn in
Picking
the
out that
tunnel.
turret. That's beautiful work. Beautiful work from that distance.
Almost got him with the grenade.
Oh, Prince is almost dead. I shoot him a little, next thing I know, he shoots me back in the head. Well, it's not that
Well, anyway,
Good shot.
this is the
Rest.
stupidest game I've played in fucking year.
What is this, European, or is this,
Ooh, we got looked down there.
Der kommt jetzt gleich hoch.
30.
Exactly, Dinko. Yeah, that's kind of the play style, right? You got to bob and weave behind cover. The movement in this game is so fast. You gotta be ready for it. Now Gabba gets tagged there, and I don't. Or sorry, not Gabba. Spezzy gets tagged there. I don't think by someone at the end of the
Dann lass
tunnel.
uns Police hochgehen, dann lass uns Police hochgehen.
I believe he got stabbed by the bayonet. If you guys weren't aware or weren't really,
Alle Police, wechseln.
I don't know, considering this factor,
Ich hab den Tunnel.
now that we have the ability to release our hands from the gun, when you die, when you get taken out, your character will drop the gun. But that gun is still live. In other words, if there's a bayonet attached to it,
Nein, das EU-Server.
you will get poked by the bayonet if it's on the ground, and it will do some damage. And I think that's what happened to Spezzy there.
Blaues Auto, blaues Auto.
Ach Mist, zwei kommen über
Da
den
hinten
Tunnel.
pickt einer.
Zwei kommen über den Tunnel.
Da war nicht.
I think this is going heavily in favor of German Grandpas. It is 65 to
Edo
37.
Nils, schönes Spiel.
Oh boy. We're going to go into our next S&D. I'm going to see if I can get some stats here for y'all. Oh boy. So 13 for Akuska there, 12 for Gabba in total eliminations, and 8 and Larry coming in behind with an 8 and 4 respectively. But over on German Grandpas, we got 23 by Prinz, 19 by Meister, and 16 by Spezzy. Here, I'm thinking Spezzy's putting in a crazy amount of work. only to find out he is third in the team of 4 in total eliminations. That's just crazy. German Grandpas ran that map with very little resistance. That's insane. They're going to go to Dojo for Search and Destroy. Very good map to choose. Happens a lot, actually. More so now with the gun drop feature. People run into my Viper laying on the ground all the time. It's 100% true. Yeah, you got to be careful about that. Use wall hacks and camp the spawn and pick them off. Am I right, guys? Yeah, you know what, Galindo? You know, I turn my hacks off during competition. You know what I'm saying? But in Publix, yeah, I run with wall hacks all the time. All the time. In fact, I even use my mouse to aim when I play. When I put up when it looks like I'm live streaming, it's actually a pre-recorded video, and I just kind of like move around with my controllers and make it look like I'm you know, using the controllers, but the video, they're separate videos, you know what I'm saying? You put holes in them spawns. Oh geez. Yeah, I'm gonna refrain from saying that one word. Put holes in those spawns by having some fun with it so much. That's the most PG I can make of that sentence. All right, we're gonna go to Dojo, Search and Destroy. I'm gonna move on from that, and I feel like this map, Desert, have become in town have become like the favorite for Search and Destroy. Am I wrong, folks? Am I wrong? I kind of feel like they're the preferred maps for Search and Destroy.
What's that?
It does look like everything did balance out
Thanks.
for my internet. So yay for us. Smooth sailing from here.
Okay.
Pretty good defensive spawn here for Gabba's army. They're going to have to post up. You gotta be wary about contesting the main street, though, as you don't want to get caught up in that gunfight. Usually the defending team will lose because you're just at the bottom of that small hill. And those grenades and flashes coming in just make you incredibly vulnerable. Shots fired already over at the Dojo. There goes Prinz. Does get dropped. Andy there to provide support.
Bleib.
Yeah, so many angles in Main Street. You got to be very, very careful.
Wir gehen jetzt auf A zu viert, weil dann haben wir schon einen Riesenvorteil. Wir sind nur noch 2.
Ja, jetzt machen wir deine Taktik von vorhin. Dahin rennen, da hoch und so. Der zweite geht hoch. Du meinst über...
Ja. Aber nicht mit sondern über außen. Über außen. Über den Bogen.
Ja, wir gehen über außen.
And look how slow the German Grandpas are playing. I mean,
Der Bombenträger kommt zum
I believe there are only 3 members left. I believe... Well, no, never mind. All 4 are there. Sometimes it's hard to see from this perspective, all the green arrows. But yeah, 4 members still alive. A couple of members have gone down. Prinz and Meister now both with a down. And they are running very close together, which could be disastrous, depending on how much utility German Grandpas have used. But it looks like it has worked out in their favor. No bomb plant, but they do get the win. And I think they're just looking for overall points here. I mean, getting the additional points is always a plus, but it's not absolutely necessary. I mean, if you think about it, they already have 0.5 under their belt. And getting the extra points aren't necessary. It's not going to change the score too much. But let's get a little bit perspective from the defense over here on Gabba's army.
I will come.
Shots fired from the Noodle Shack. By the way, have any of you ever sat down at the noodle cart here and actually taken a look at the food? Even though it's like, you could tell, like, it's not like the most highest quality, but it still looks damn good. Or is that just me? As and Meister both get dropped. Maybe pushing the Dojo here is not a wise choice. The restaurant looks well fortified. Coming up from behind! Oh my gosh! What a flank!
Was macht ihr für eine Scheiß?
Wow, Gabba's army.
Ja, genau.
Just me?
Es hat keiner
Thanks,
von hinten
Dung Beetle. I
aufgepasst.
appreciate that, man. You know, I will feel comfortable sitting on that island alone, okay?
Yeah. That's alright. I was like, well, if AK is taking care of them, might as well flank.
Yeah. I'm heading towards the...
Dylan Duro
down.
says Ricky Alves
no.
over on YouTube. Not sure what
Oh,
that
come
means. Hopefully that means
Flash.
hello? Maybe? I don't know. An 8 does get dropped.
Hinten passe ich auf, hinten passe ich auf.
So, 2 Mann.
Hab ihn.
Ach, er hat mich von hinten, Achtung, von hinten.
Ooh,
kommt er.
and Spezzy gets taken out from behind the boxes. Left to the trash.
Einer.
Not saying that he is.
Achtung. Einer ist durch.
But if you're going to place a dead body anywhere next to the trash,
Einer ist durch.
it's a good spot.
There's another one.
Nice
He's
shots here by
covering
Gabba, taking out
He's
another
reviving the other guy. He's behind him.
person
Yeah.
at the noodle car. Oh no, Gabba gets headshot. Oh man, that one hurts.
So don't rely
The
on-
upside here though is that they are preventing any kind of plant. So I mean, there's that upside. Now it's their chance on attack. They had one successful defense. If they can get at least 2 attack wins here, they're going to be in a pretty good spot, man.
Trotzdem zu arm.
Real quick look. Larry pushes in towards the restaurant.
Hab ich
Easy
einen.
pickings for Spezzy.
They're
Recycling.
fucking fast. He
Recycling?
was inside restaurant already.
You can't really recycle. You can compost a body. You can't really recycle a body. You know what I'm saying? I've tried. Doesn't really work.
There's one inside restaurant. He's from dojo, right side corner. Second one is now on the scaffolds going towards a Chinese restaurant.
Shots towards Potts. Brins eating a couple of bullets there. Gabba looking to get an elimination. He does get the drop. Gets the final limb. Coming up from behind.
See him.
So
Gabba's
they
army
must
gets
be
taken out
dead.
3-1 in favor of German Grandpas.
I
no
didn't
camera
even
there.
see him come in. Yeah, no, there was like, I saw behind me, I'm like, no one's there. Next thing I know, he's there. I mean,
Strong chance for Gabba's army to come back here. They
Prince got
are
me. He is by the
trying to decide
underpass.
which route to take, but very quickly
took out
Spezzy
my
gets taken
side.
out at the double doors. There goes Nate and Gabba. 2
One's on
versus
Nate.
2. Spezzy and Andy versus Larry and Akuska.
It's clear. Am I the last one?
Yep.
Yeah. One shot.
Larry left all alone.
Oh.
Worst part is that they have to go back to
Looking
get the
at the
bomb,
double
unless they
doors,
want to try to get the
so-
elimination
Yep. And the other one's
win,
directly
which
on it.
honestly, they just need that right now. Ignore the whole bomb plant. Just go for the eliminations at this point.
Hey Jungs, 3 gehen Richtung B.
Where was he?
And we're kind of able to see the results right then and there. 4-1 in favor of German Grandpas.
Mitte zu decken, aber hat nicht geklappt. Die sind einfach
Dahmer,
so
not quite.
übermächtiges Feuer.
Dahmer did everything intentionally.
Whoa, I'm
What
trying
happens
to
with me is all
run
accidental.
Run backwards. Yeah, I hit Andy. He's in the middle. Oh, that's you, AK. You scare me.
They're going B, so go A.
Behind the brown van.
Nice grenade. Misses its mark. Good flash out towards Gabba. He's forced to retreat
got
just a
him
little bit
down.
until that
Did
wears
I die
off.
on my
Got him
own
dead.
fire.
Larry ends up committing.
Yeah, committed suicide.
Yep, he said it for you.
Can somebody get out?
Nice win here by Gabba's army. They finally get the eliminations that they need, and Nate and Gabba surviving. Bring the score now 4-2, and they're gonna
Alright.
flip flop.
Yeah.
Now German Grandpas are gonna be on the offense. Angriff.
Lass mal jetzt A pushen, nicht nur campen. Lasst alle auf A pushen, die pushen doch alle über links immer. Habt doch gesehen.
Und dann A. Komm, A.
Ich bin schon am Durchrennen. Die sind zu B gerannt eben, oder? Das ist tot. Weiterrennen.
Überraschungseffekt nur noch am Ende.
Wir pushen die jetzt, ist egal. Unten drin. Nächste, weiterrennen. Da wird es alles fertig, ich mache einen Flashbang. Weggucken, weggucken.
Look at this aggressive push by German Grandpas, man. They are wasting no time.
Seh nix. Gut,
Spezzy's sitting here
Wo ist die Bombe?
Blenden.
Hier hinten, ich kann nicht weg. Ich höre
At the
einen.
double
Achtung, da
doors,
kommt gleich das
waiting for the
Doppeltor.
flank,
Achtung,
as
warte,
you
das
know,
Doppeltor, ich kann nicht losrennen,
Gabba's
da bin ich
army
tot.
really have been pushing that flank, particularly in Nate.
Komm schon.
So
Ich höre
they're
ihn springen
they're
hier.
sitting and wait for it. Sure. Meister does get taken out,
Habt ihr beide?
Hab ich doch gesagt.
and Spezzy could hear the footsteps. Calls his team back.
Ja, hab ich
They get the
gemacht. Wenn
final
ich aber die zwei
eliminations, and
hinten höre,
again,
bleib ich doch erstmal stehen, oder?
no
Rücken
plant by
geschossen
other team.
werden.
Accidentally, how's that happen?
Bleibt immer in der Mitte vom Lauf.
Well, but I would have if I told you I'd have to accidentally take you out.
Komm, wir pushen auf den.
You know,
Das Nils, das muss nicht nochmal funktionieren.
accidentally, of course.
Die haben geguckt, wie viel rübergehen, haben gesehen, dass keiner rübergeht und jetzt kommen die alle auf B.
Ja, jetzt
Ich
gelaufen
hab gesehen,
rüber
der ist
zu A.
hochgelaufen, Auto.
Kommt rüber, durch den Tunnel
Treppen
rüber zu
runter.
A.
Treppen runter. Die Treppen runter, Mitte raus.
Spezzy is shooting his own teammate. Can he not see
Dann auf A.
the name? I'm kind of confused. He's a little trigger happy here. Shots on point, losing that exchange. Spezzy does go down at the hands of Gabba. Gabba with beautiful shots there. We're gonna see a little bit of that replay.
I can't see anybody on A.
Sends him off B. Kuska and Gabba
They're
left
mid.
alive.
Taktik, da kommt.
Die sind noch zu viert.
Hinter dir.
ich
Over dir.
alleine?
Jetzt. Ja.
Ja, bist du hinter dir?
And he going for the shots. A little lay on those comms though. And German Grandpas lose that
Können wir jetzt unsere alte
exchange.
Taktik bitte wieder
5 to
spielen?
3. They are on match point, but Gabba's army with a strong chance of coming back here.
Die bleiben dort einfach stehen und verteidigen
Die kommen
das
von
Ganze.
alleine.
Allerdings auf anderen Positionen. Die kennen uns ja die Positionen schon. Jetzt, wie wir das machen.
Wir sind aber
Wir
Anfang. Ja, wer
verteidigen
deckt
jetzt hier.
hinten?
Komm, ist egal, scheiß auf die Punkte. Scheiß auf die Punkte
Ingriff.
fürs besondere Legen hier. Wir
Sounds
setzen uns hier
angry.
hin.
But I guess attack does is kind of an angry word, isn't it?
Nein, ich gucke ins Restaurant rein. Wenn
Am I wrong
einer-
about that?
Weg von hier darüber zum Auto und ich decke
Mach
auch
ich
noch,
doch, mach
weil
ich doch.
Dann kann ich nämlich dann von hier gechillt decken.
I find German Grandpa's approach
Springer, ich kann beides
unique.
Wir müssen nur
I don't very often see an attacking team waiting at their spawn mostly.
Ich auf Eins in der Mitte.
It's almost as if they're baiting their opponent to push. But Gabba's army has not shown
Steps.
to be the pushing type on defense. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Rechts, Achtung.
It almost does. It also, ooh, nice exchange here. Spezzy goes down to the hands of Larry. Larry does get credit for that elimination. He stays alive, continues to contest,
Ah, scheiße, ich bin getroffen.
but he does get eliminated. So does AK. There goes Andy. There goes
Einer noch rechts drin. Ich-
Gabba, leaving a Nate left alive to go up against Prinz and Meister. Very quickly, we
2-1,
started seeing the
2-1,
dominoes
2-1,
fall
2-1.
on both teams.
Hab
And German Grandpa's able to take the win 6 to 3. No bomb plants for either team, but they are up 4 to 0. And you know what the word Angriff reminds me of? Anyone here a Street Fighter fan? Makes me think of Zangief. You know, that very muscular, tall Russian guy with that hairy triangle or diamond on his chest. You know who I'm talking about? He's got the scars all over his body. Looks like a wrestler. Angriff Zangief. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Yeah, well, in some of them, he has a mohawk. Yeah. If I recall correctly, in 1 and 2, I don't think I played the third one. He usually has a mohawk. But the newest one, Street Fighter 6, looks dope. And I haven't played Street Fighter since the second one. So, I mean, it looks really, really good. Anyway, German Grandpas looking really good. They're looking to go for a sweep here. We're going to be moving into our last match of Hard Point. And this is either going to go to points or it's going to go to time. But last time when we saw this on Factory, it went to points. Only grows hair on his knees? I'm going to avoid the implication there. But some people grow hair on their knees. I got hair on my, well, not directly on my knees. No, directly on my knees, yeah. If we're going literal here. I don't know how else to talk about that, Fergie. You either take it the literal sense or they don't what for Zangief? No, they it's on his chest. They have it on his chest. Yes, it's been 4v4 the whole time, Crispy. It seems as though one of the teams was not able to get a 5th player in, so I think it was Gabba's army who agreed to go down to 4. Well, I'm missing hair on parts of my shin and my ankles because my ankles sit higher than others, and so I would roll them often. I would never break my ankle, but when I was competing in sports, I'd roll my ankle often, so I always needed them taped. So it's just destroyed the skin around my ankles and shins, so I can't grow hair in those spots anymore. So it looks a little patchy, a little weird. But hair on the knees for Zangief, I don't recall that. I remember it being on his chest, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go back and look. He's an interesting character. Very slow, very sluggish. Hits kind of hard. In Street Fighter 6, doesn't look like he hits nearly as hard, though, which is kind of upsetting. He's more of a grappler anyway. You Googled it? All right, let me know. Let me know. Okay, we're going to hard point on house. Like Meg, listen. Oh, that one is so far behind. Hold on 1 second.
Ja, ich warte hier oben am Busch, wenn der kommt. Die kommen, ich bin Granaten und die gucken.
Okay, also spielen sie, okay.
Ja, gut. Selber schuld.
Gabba is stuck in the changing room section. The match is already underway.
Ja, von unten.
So we're only going to have one perspective for right now. So if someone can message Gabba and let him know, he's going to have to quit. Really? He does have hair? I never noticed that. Never once noticed that. Hard point on house. Sorry. I am totally distracted by this conversation about a character unrelated to this game. It is currently a 3v4. Hopefully Gabba can join momentarily. But it does seem as though Gabba's army is at least putting up some sort of fight here. Now moving on to 10. Spezzy getting hurt. Nate with beautiful shots out towards orange car. I'm not making you out to be insane. If anything, it just goes to show and prove to y'all my memory is terrible. Really good molly by Innate there.
Wäre schön, wenn einer den einen hätte, oder? Ich meine, ich verstehe nicht, warum die jetzt
Ich hab Phantom.
Gabba's stream is down, but I'm sure he'll be working on getting that back up momentarily. Probably restarting his entire game. Yeah, he's loading back into the lobby now. So sit tight, folks. Gabba's army will have their fourth very, very soon. Now in the rules, it does say that you cannot play with 3, but the match, for the entirety of this match, it was 4v4. And this 4v3 is only a consequence of a dropout, but Gabba is working on getting himself back into the mix.
Ja.
Well, fortunately, Fergie, I don't have hair loss on my head. It's just on my ankles, and that's because they were taped so much. So, you know, I think that's artificial hair loss. You know what I'm saying? Not natural hair loss. Spezzy walks right into the fire. He doesn't care. He takes out 2. Gabba is back in the fray, and we'll see if this turns the tides for them. And we will go check out from their perspective how things are. Nate tried to jump over the fire, not able to make it. And same with Gabba, but at least they get on the point and try to hold it down. Gabba shooting his own team. Thank God for no team kills. Friends coming in, doing a nice clean sweep of the point. 49 points in favor of Gabba's army. And I believe there's only a small point difference here, as German Grandpas were only in the 50s. They're now up to 67 to 52, so it's still a relatively close match. But the point has gone back in the hands of German Grandpas. Nice shots by Larry. 84 to 52. Gabba's army is going to have to take this point back. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time. At least 3 more points left to go. They do have to at least clear one. They don't want to have such a huge point gap that now they feel stressed for time and points as well. By the way, just as a reminder, everybody, we do have one more match today. It is going to be Devil's Spit versus Trauma, or Trauma versus Devil's Spit, however you want to read that. And that is taking place in the next couple of minutes, but we're going to finish this one out as we are.
In dem Tunnel.
Ja, du bist in die falsche Richtung gelaufen.
Wer? Ich bin drin, hab Feuer gelegt. Lauf drin.
Achtung, die kommen von der linken Seite. Tunnel, linke Seite kommst du. Achtung.
Hier kommt sie. Ich hab
Die
zwei.
spawnen über den Boiler Room.
Drin schnell so schlecht.
Who's that with a
No,
sniper?
Fergie. That one is tomorrow. We have a lot of matches tomorrow. Carnage and Paragon is on Sunday at 6.
Niin 3 tunnin elokuva. No kattokaa vaan.
I can't get him.
Phew. German grandpas are looking mighty fine, man. Like, they are looking mighty fine.
By the shed.
Holy cow.
No. At the...
At the cars.
It's all good. There are a lot of days. The fact that they're all on the weekend makes it...
Turret there.
And not that anyone has to change this. I just want to point this out. It kind of makes it difficult.
Of all places.
It makes it very difficult to cast everything, but... So I'll do a lot of the switching over first, make sure that the game's up, and then we'll work on getting you in, brother, okay?
Sie müssen zufeuern in den Eingang.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we got 3 games tomorrow, folks. 3 games.
54
So if some of them aren't cast, apologies, because I don't think Titch will be available this weekend to do any of it.
Tunnel, Tunnel,
Doyle and I will do
Unterm
what we can
Hubschrauber.
to
Unterm
try to cover
Hubschrauber.
them. German grandpas are going to walk away with this one, though. I mean, they have just held the point for far too long. You know what I'm saying? 88 to 1... Was it 150 or 160 something?
I will be because I think we don't have to play with.
Are you talking about their connection?
Oh my god, those shots. Prince is just insane.
Those fuckers in any game.
Behind. Yeah, spam kill
Nice eliminations here. But again, cannot retake. German grandpas are just too powerful for Gabba's army right now. It looks as though Gabba's army is just all but given up, man.
Noch 3 Sekunden.
And I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it, but... 197 to 89. I mean, just 3 seconds left, and there it is. So this is a 6-0 sweep for the German grandpas. Only a half a point for a plant for both teams. Fortunately for Gabba, at least they got the 0.5, and that's something. So like I said, everybody, we're going to be switching over to the next game, and I just want to make sure I got the order correct. Oh, I can hear myself. All right. So now that that is done, I am going to switch things up. I don't know. I think Mario, are you the one who is streaming? Sorry, folks. Hey, what up, Doyle? Hold on. Let me get you live there. Okay, your mic is live. Mental is? Okay.
Yeah, middle streaming, and you'll have Hellbound as the other perspective.
Perfect. All right, let me get mental up there then. All right. And now as for the video.
Should be video 1.
Okay. Resetting everything here. It's, oh my god, this is so easy. You know how long this took before all this is set up? Oh my goodness. Set these back to 0. All right. Cameras, video 1. Okay. That's what, $2.99. So let's move over here. Live. There he is. Whoa, you are way too off to the side there, sir. You're into the plants. This is unhealthy. No, I'm moving you. I'm moving you virtually.
Got it.
Stay away from those bumblebees, sir. Okay. All right. So we are already ready. How quick is that? That is brilliant. Oh, Titch, I could kiss you, but that wouldn't be appropriate. So we're
Makes it a lot easier.
makes it so much easier. So O'Doyle, that first game, man. I'm feeling bad for Gabba's army. I'm not gonna lie. Feeling kind of bad.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't walk away empty-handed. They got that half a point. I mean, that half point really matters.
Yeah, it matters, yeah, to an extent, and I feel that I'm happy that they were able to at least get that much, but it's still, man, like every turn. I don't know if it's because it was 4 people versus 4 or whatnot, or if it was the map choice. I'm not entirely sure, but that one hurt. Hopefully, they can come out next week and get some wins here. Because they're absolutely going to need it.
I mean, the grandpas. I'll tell you, I played with Bobby, or what we call him now, Prince Nils, the other night, and yeah, they've changed their strategies up a little bit, and I have to admit, they kind of work pretty good. Like the whole staying back on S&D and just kind of
Mhm.
letting people come.
It's
That
very
actually works.
strange.
Yeah, it's strange, but it works. It works.
Yeah, and that was like the biggest. That was the most noticeable strategy that I saw from them. That was super unique and not at all expected. You know, in watching Search and Destroy, very rarely do you ever see the attacking team just kind of sit. Sometimes it happens, like when we were covering Firewall. You know, you would see some of the attacking teams just kind of sit because they knew that their opponent were on defense. They would rush, so they would sit back a little bit. But that hasn't been the case here in Alvo. Like both teams, we notice like most teams will sit and play defense. They won't actually rush out. So seeing what German Grandpas did there was very unique, and it definitely did work in their favor. Now with Trauma going up against Devil's Spit tonight, we shall see how this turns out. Devil's Spit they're looking for some blood, man. They're excited for this fight. That much I do know. And Trauma, hopefully that they are prepared. They never take anyone lightly. But time will only tell. We can talk about the rosters here. I'll go over Trauma, and you could take Devil's Spit. Starting off with Trauma, we got Mental Man, Black Mario, Big Balls, Daft Bomb, Casper, Slow Ass, Bronco, their cheerleader, Titch, Leaf, and Tally. I believe Mental Man and Mario and Slow Ass will be playing today, at least from what I would suspect. Possibly Casper and Daft, but time will tell. So good luck to Trauma. I'm sure you're prepared and ready. Let's go talk about Devil Spit a little bit.
Let's wait till it pops up on my screen. Hey, do you want to share the
Yes,
the
I will
video?
do that for you. Sure.
But anyways, now we got it up there. I mean, I know who's on the team, but we got Left Cross, you got Wicked, you got DJ, of course Hellbound, which will be our perspective today. You got Redneck Napalm, Badass, and Blonde Baller Gemini. Who are we going to see playing today? I mean, I would expect you're probably going to see Wicked and Left, and definitely Hellbound. Are they going to throw in Blonde Baller? Are they going to have Redneck, or is Badass going to be there? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, Badass has been playing quite a bit lately when it comes to their either practice or like in their league matches. So I expect to see Badass there, to be honest. Let me just check the perspectives real quick.
There it is.
I got nothing there. Still nothing on Facebook.
Yeah, Mental's still not live. Hadn't seen Hellbound start up yet either.
Okay.
Maybe they're being nice. Maybe they're letting us, catch up so we didn't have to rush into all this.
Perhaps. Well, now they can see the efficiency that is AHC nowadays. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, I still remember like rushing home and taking like a good 15 minutes to get stuff set up. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, it's crazy. But now it's just super efficient. Literally just pressing buttons over here. For all those who don't know, I can't really try to show it. Yeah, I can't. So anyway, I got this little box here. We all have our own little box. That's called a Stream Deck for anyone that doesn't know. Pretty much Titch has set it up so every single thing that you see here, from the score to the plants to there you go. Doyle's got.
You just got to put it in front of your face.
Mine is at my PC
Green
probably like
good.
I'm at the extent of the cord to my Stream Deck, unfortunately, to where my camera is. And the upside is like everything that you see here, from the screen in the back to the logos, like pretty much everything is on this little block. It's so easy. So the switch over is super quick. Do we know what games will be covered tomorrow? That is a good question. It's really hard to say because Titch won't be available. So
let's see.
Looking at the games, we have Carnage versus Paragon. Obviously, I will not be there to stream or to cast. I will be in the game.
What time is that one?
That one's at 6. We got
PM?
repeat of PM.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Repeat Offenders versus Hacks at 5. And then we have Paradox versus Death Squad at 4. So 4, 5, and 6. So we will see, because I'm assuming you're going to be playing tomorrow. So
I'll be playing, and I'm got my kids tomorrow, so I will be out at 6 p.m.
Okay.
That's so might not have much covered unless the kids are wanting to do that, but
or any coverage. Yeah, I don't know if there will be any coverage. You guys will be able to watch the streams because we do have to stream them anyway. So if you guys want to go and watch them, that'd be great. But with only the 3 of us and personal lives taking priority, we might not be able to get any game covered tomorrow here on AHC. So apologies about that. Kind of is what it is when you have the limited resources. But hopefully you all are okay. You could still watch the matches from various perspectives, of course. I will be streaming, so you guys can watch it from my perspective. And I will restream, all right? So I'll be on my Twitch and I'll be on my YouTube channel, whichever one you guys prefer. Holy cow, that is so bright. I can't see. And so far, neither one of them is live yet. Hopefully everyone's okay. I know everybody was kind of prepared for it.
it's just weird. It's like, normally these guys are pretty on the ball. Maybe they're having internet problems as well.
There we go.
Maybe
All right, it looks like
Spectrum.
everybady's in. So Mental Man is live now. Perfect. Everybody's in the stream. We got Wicked, Hellbound left, Redneck, Napalm, and Blood Baller or Blonde Blood Baller. I'm going to call her Blood Baller.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
That's a good little Freudian slip right there. Blood Baller Gemini. All right, so it looks like we're going to be entering the match. We still don't have Hellbound's perspective though. Maybe I have to go in there and get a new link. I'm not sure. Titch did say that Facebook is a little frustrating to work with sometimes, but
It's meta. Yeah, I mean.
yeah. Don't even get me started. I got some ballers for you. I know you got something, but it ain't ballers and it ain't balls. All right, moving into the first round. It's going to be team deathmatch on house. Here we go.
Yeah, I think
You might be hearing double. Just give me a second. I have to mute it on my end.
Very good strategy.
There you go.
Yeah, I tried to get in the tree.
Yeah, there we go.
Wolf is? Titch? Why?
All tunnel, I think.
Now, I would say, I mean, if I was going to predict this the way this is going, I think you're going to see Trauma. I don't want to say they're going to wipe the floor with them. I kind of have hope that possibly Devil Spit can give them a good run for their money. But just seeing how Trauma's played this season, they're definitely on point this season. And correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Gabba's army manage to steal a few points from Devil Spit the other week?
Ooh. And I was just talking about how bad my memory was. I'm going to go back and check. I'm not entirely sure. I know Gabba's army went up against Devil Spit and they tied there. But did they go up against Trauma yet? I don't know if they went up against Trauma.
So we
that
can
was
go down chopper hole and try to fall them back.
Yeah, no, they didn't. No, you guys were week 2 against Trauma.
Yeah, I think it's week 3. I think it was last week when Gabba Army faced. Because remember, Gabba was talking about it in the Discord.
Trauma and Paragon went up against each other in week 3. Gabba's army went up against Devil's Spit, and they tied 3-3. But they did get the 2 plant bombs.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Two still in the bottom, Casper.
Yeah.
At least.
So again, I think you're going to see Trauma, you know, traumatize Devil's Spit, but I could be wrong.
Hey. I don't know if there's any audio on the end. Why is my voice coming? Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know if there's any audio coming in for this perspective. Let me just double check.
Facebook Live, you got to add the.
Yeah. Good shit. Good shit.
There we go.
Coming back down.
Yeah, it's there.
That was
Yeah, I
a
just had
fucking
to
good ass
interact with it.
idea, Left.
All right, let's turn that bad
but
boy
I just
down.
got slow
Holy
ass up
cow,
there,
that
too.
is
Yep.
loud.
Let's
Yeah, just-
run
Jeez
tunnel.
Louise.
Yep.
Yeah, Facebook's always kind of weird like that.
Yep.
I don't even know why they took the ability to go live away.
Let's go.
Like it used to be in headset, you could stream straight to Facebook.
Is there anybody in the tunnel with me?
I'm in the tunnel.
No, we're now in the
Oh,
house.
one's coming in right now.
fuck,
So,
fuck,
but he's
fuck.
going back the other way.
You see, they're off to a pretty substantial lead already. You know, Trauma's what, 15-9? Still not a you know, such a wide gap that they can't come back. But
I'm in the living room.
oh, hey, you got closed captioning for people now.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I got spawned in the house and I came all the way down into the garage.
coming
So I'm
down.
out now.
Be a 6, can I hit 7?
Yeah, so they
I
can't
mean,
really stay
YouTube
down.
does that as well, right?
Yeah, you can have it on, but you got an option for it. I think by default, Meta already puts it on.
Yeah.
Whereas YouTube doesn't. We're seeing Mental Man running with the around with the Choco still. Like he's running the double primary with, perk, which is understandable. But it's interesting that even here on House, that he's going to be running with the Choco.
So someone's flanking, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe he's that confident with it.
I mean, I know Double Spit and
So I
Trauma
think it's gonna be a tunnel game.
kind of gotten along together for a while now. Middle using that tree. I haven't seen somebody use that in a while. That's a really cocky move.
And the fact that he got up here without anyone shooting at him is also impressive.
Yeah,
Kind of surprised by
totally.
that.
Well, they got it locked down. You know, Devil Spit, they usually like to, you know, get a spot and hold it down. I mean, they definitely like the underground more than other teams.
But we're
You
winning,
know,
right?
if
We're
you're
up.
playing on Monastery, they're usually in the
They're
tunnels.
laid out.
But
They will
Oh, there.
Titch,
one's
I
at the
did
tunnel.
update everything, so obviously you broke something.
coming that way.
I just want to say, like, I updated everything.
Somebody's trying to shoot
Everything
in the house.
that you told me to. And I don't want to turn off the closed captioning because I personally like it, since I can't hear anything.
Sniper tower end.
So go back to your family things, man.
yeah, we might have some
Man, I keep getting hit and I can't
hearing
see
impaired
nothing.
viewers. You never know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
Titch isn't about all that
He's in the tree
all-inclusiveness. You
somewhere,
know what I'm saying?
Casper, they're all present Humdies.
I got one.
Wolf broke something.
You know what, Puddles?
On the roof now.
No, where
I'm going to break your legs in game. I'm going to shoot you
Well,
in
I
the
will-
toes.
I will say, when I imported in, I don't know if I did something wrong, but I did have to go back and fix a lot of stuff.
We're gonna have to press at this point.
Run.
This isn't working.
No, Titch
Yeah,
said the last time that I had produced, Titch said I needed to update stuff, and so I did. I updated everything, and if there's still some audio transitional issues, not my fault. Just saying. I did what he told me, and that's that.
On top of the tent, one's on the rock by the tree.
So you can give me grief all he wants, but
I got both
it's on the end of, it's in the hands of you,
By the
Titch.
helicopter.
One's on the second floor.
Balcony.
Oh my god, that shot through the ladder. What?
Heli.
I
They're
don't
just
know.
holding this down. Yeah,
I don't, man, I have run with the Choco so many times in the past, and I can never hold
They still spawning.
my arms as steady as what we're seeing from Mental Man. He is just, it's like he's just stone cold, man. stone cold. So solid.
I can do it, just not with without the stock. You got to have that stock one to be able to hold, you know, that closely. Is he running the freaking AK without a?
He's running iron sights. Yeah. It's crazy. This guy is nuts, and he gets the bazooka. My God.
Got both. Ah, fuck my toes.
And the way he's moving, like, it's so carefree. It's so carefree. Not concerned whatsoever. Trauma is just surrounding this entire map. Score 20 to 44. There's a 24-point difference.
How did that not? Like, how did that not shoot?
Ah, my God.
I got Mario off the roof.
Yeah, me too, Crispy. I just... Something about it, even if I have my arms rested, like if I'm playing seated, which I don't often do, but if I'm playing seated and I got my elbows on my armrests, I got my stock on my shoulder, it still doesn't look nearly as steady as what Mental Man can do. I mean, that guy, he's been playing with the Chaco ever since the release on PSVR, so I know he's been using it forever, but the proficiency is crazy. I never thought we would ever see the Chaco being used in a competitive scene, but here we are.
Ah, Bronco. Good shot.
And I will say that scope is done very well. One of the better ones in VR.
Because we're nervous.
I'm not
Oh,
nervous.
yeah, it's very clean. What I like about it, and it's a very hard thing to do in VR, because you don't see it done a lot, is not only will it show what's happening through the lens, but it doesn't black out everything around you. Usually in VR games where sniper scopes are utilized, what they do is that they focus in on just the scope itself, and everything else around you is blacked out. And here you don't get that, so you can still utilize your peripheral, which means they are triple layering the image. So you got the image in each lens, you got the image in the scope. And here we are, Devil Spit losing this one, 57 to 26, going in favor of Trauma.
Well, that's definitely kind of how I expected it. I will say the one mode I do believe that Devil Spit actually has a shot to give them a good run for their money in is going to be Hardpoint.
Yes, we're on the same page for that one, sir.
Yeah, they're very proficient at Hardpoint. S&D, you know, unless you know, something's a little different this time, that revive has really helped out Trauma. You know, you can see them, they get taken down, but they're very good at the revives. So I don't think we're going to see this one go for Devil Spit on S&D, but I mean, maybe they'll give me a surprise today, but I don't expect it.
I agree. And, you know, even in the hardpoint game mode, Devil Spit has historically never really gotten as many kills, but they've been very good at holding the point. So I agree with you on that. And that's the nice thing about hardpoint is you don't have to get the most eliminations. You just got to get the most points. That's something that they've proven to be very good with. Trauma is also very good at hardpoint as well. So it'll be a real contest for Devil Spit. Absolutely. Search and Destroy is going to prove very, very difficult as they are getting prepared to load into Dojo. When this is a map that I know that Trauma is very, well, they're very savvy with. I feel like most people for Search and Destroy and Hardpoint, people are getting very good at Dojo, just in particular.
Seems like that's the most picked for S&D. How many S&Ds have we had on Dojo?
A lot, man. It's kind of hard to count. I think it has a lot to do with the map design. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, the bomb plant location. Yeah, they are kind of fair.
The way it's structured is just, it's balanced and it works. And I don't know if it's because it's the same layout that you can find in CS:GO, or if it's just because, like, even with the verticality added, I mean, we'll probably see someone up in one of the Dojo trees. We'll see someone. I don't know if actually I'm one of the few who actually uses scaffolding, but we'll see people on the third floor apartments over near pots. Like, we'll see a lot of verticality play, that's for sure. And that's what kind of makes this map unique, is that you got that verticality.
And I have 2 nades against reviving enemies.
I will full rush them.
Yeah.
At least if they don't come onto the playground, then they will get fucked at the white truck.
Yeah.
Powder desert for you. I get that.
That's the plan.
Let's see what's happening
All right, starting on attack. Well, look at this. Even
One left.
God,
now. Oh, I think I just
did he even got a hit marker on that? I am just.
them steps. They'll be revived.
This guy is in something else, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
What a crazy lead with that sniper.
Watch this.
Well, you always crossing
I'm
that
down.
crossing that alley.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
move fast
The
on
bomb
that
is
one.
here.
Because
Yeah,
there's
I'm
always
waiting.
somebody up near that Alvo G.
Orange car was
Down, looking to pick somebody off.
Coming to center. Come to center, Mario. Now.
Oh.
There they are, getting the first win. Eliminations alone.
So we need to
No
get
plants.
bomb plants, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we need. We just.
Titch, if you had to walk away, you can just go back and rewatch the
Always
stream,
A
man.
now.
It's all good. It'll be there
I get
for
the
you.
bomb, I get the bomb.
Okay.
Go to A, guys. Go to A.
Hey, no, not Dojo.
A.
This look like Middle's going up to a certain
So I stay
person's
at the
balcony.
ramp and watch our back.
I'll watch
The challenge with the second floor balcony is it's split, right? So you got that little
Go.
half wall
Good.
between the two
What's the ball for
balconies.
the
So you can't run it like you
Yeah,
can the
you
third
don't go
floor.
ahead, Mario. Yeah, go.
That's right.
No! Where?
Oh, Casper got it.
But it's also you have less angles. to cover.
Old machine we got working.
Let's guess what's peeking. I was sure
Bombs
that.
planted at A. Here's the first bomb plant attempt.
Watching
I'm
right through.
pretty sure it's gonna be successful.
Fuck.
It
They're
looks like
expecting you
Hellbound
to
is
come
moving
right where
in.
you're going, Hellbound.
Ooh, does get taken out rather quickly. Only 28 seconds left on the
Yep.
clock.
Yeah, you can't run that.
And someone all the way over at the Alvo Jeep. I mean, this is going to be tough. 3 members left.
You can beat up the
Redneck,
stretch.
Blonde Baller, and Wicked
Coming
left to
here.
try to contest this point and try to get that bomb defused.
Still got all 5.
With 10 seconds on the clock.
How many seconds do I have left?
You got to get on it now. Like, quite literally now.
It's over now.
Yeah, it's over. Unfortunate.
Oh, I was abusing it.
That's one successful bomb play.
Red, just
It's right
see
next to
Redneck.
me.
A little bit of a replay there. 2-0. Drama
Yeah.
with an early lead. They're going to have one more attempt.
Okay, Casper, you
Attack.
get
Does
the
look
bomb.
like there was one surviving member of
I-
Wicked's
I-
bit, at
Casper,
least.
that's a bomb.
That was Redneck.
Now
I
all
was-
Dojo. All
I was
Dojo. Huh?
Yeah,
Go A
Dojo
again.
is a good
Go A
side.
again.
They're just fast there. They're quickly
Two was
getting
going
over there
through.
and getting out
You
of
go in.
eliminations.
1, 2
Yeah,
restaurants.
it's just the routes. Nice
Dojo's
shots
gonna
here by
come in
Wicked,
past
taking
the
out Mental
restaurant.
from the restaurant.
Straight out of you, Bronco.
We got a 4v4,
Pronto in pursuit. There goes Wicked.
Kids here.
4v3.
Oh, there's another one on A. Chris down. Hellbound
Still
down.
have
just
Redneck
outside.
and nope,
coming out of
Hellbound
the
just got
Dojo.
taken out.
One's coming out of the Dojo.
Now Blonde Baller going up against Bronco, Mario, and Casper.
Yeah. There's one coming
Talk
down
about
from the
him.
orange car.
Yeah, I was gonna say, talk about a meal you don't want to eat. Does take out Bronco though. Here she goes, contesting, but unfortunately falling. 3-0. Now it's double spin on the offense.
So no more plants that time.
I want to do the haka dance so bad right now, like
It was just Mario left. It was just Mario left that
We
time.
did get that time.
Oh man.
All right, here we go. We're running it. You grabbing it?
Yep.
Get it. Back behind the Jeep. All right, which way we going? Good B?
Go to A. I'm gonna hide up
Be
here.
interesting to see how they do in the attack side. 'Cause I will tell you that it is a little bit easier for some reason against Trauma. You got a little bit better chance on the attack.
You dropped the bomb?
Yeah, it's down there by the stairs. Where'd it go?
Fuck. Oh, we're both down.
Well, if I recall correctly, they heavily favor one bomb site, and they'll generally hold that particular bomb site.
I'm gonna go get the bomb.
Yes.
And if they know their opponent's gonna be attacking the other one, then they have like this route that they take to kind of do this pincer maneuver
don't see him. Facing towards the underpass.
on that bomb site.
Right now,
Does look like it's dropped though. Devil Spit taking a win here.
Did they
Jeff?
get the plant?
No plant.
Hey, a win's a win.
Something they can absolutely be proud of.
Take
Somebody else wanna grab this?
Their head back and forth, man. I can't really see the score.
Let's cross get it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not running across that now because they're gonna be right there, so I can't.
Nope, they're coming out of B. They're coming out of B. Coming out of B. Holy shit.
I got your back.
Holy shit.
That's a really good talking point, Crispy. Nice shots here by Hellbound.
Got one by the car still. Go back right here, Hellbound. I'm right here with you, Hellbound. Somebody's
fuck
trapped.
me!
Okay, one's going up top by the balcony, above the white van, right there by double doors.
And there's one in the tree in the dojo somewhere, I think.
I'm coming
My
through
fire.
the double door.
Molly, here's the push to bomb site A. Ooh, does slide through the fire.
Planting
They're
now.
going for the plant, though.
Right there by the white van.
I'm arming.
Just taking out there.
He's
Watch
ready.
out.
Let's
Yep.
go. Yeah,
Oh, taking out there too.
Mm.
They're gonna get the defuse.
They got it.
They're gonna get it.
Did you hide it?
But yeah, I think that's a fair talking point, Crispy, is comms are critical. Comms are critical, and sometimes if they're a little too chaotic,
On the trauma.
Let me grab it
it
again.
can be detrimental. Yeah, no bomb plant, or that was the first bomb plant. There was a defuse.
Because they're gonna run.
Yeah,
No, you
go
gotta
dojo
play
side.
around. You gotta go hide and
I
shit.
stay.
But still,
you pick it up.
Trauma,
Pick it up, drop to the floor.
they're one successful plant.
B is
I believe.
upstairs,
Behind you, I'm
Yeah,
behind you,
yeah,
blind.
one successful
I'm gonna
plant.
die.
They're
I have a-
they're gonna get the plant point if they can finish them off here.
White down, get me up. He's crawling to
Coming
get
behind you,
help.
lad.
Hellbound did get a trade. Does look like.
Shoot them.
There we go. Nice.
Come on.
Oh, and another trade.
Get in here.
Yeah, I want to give Redneck credit though. He was going for the revive. He said, "Screw it, let me go take
Wait.
take someone
I'm
out."
trying to look at cameras. He's one
He
to
does
black
get the
chief.
trade.
I got
He's
two
running
down
to
over here.
redneck.
Oh yes,
Alright,
we
I'm
got
at
one.
2v3 now.
Too.
Left in Wicked, running the gamut against Bronco, Mental, and Slow Ass.
coming down the plant.
Okay.
Wait.
If they
one-
get mental
they're
taken out of the
active.
game, then you
Arming,
got a
arming,
shot.
arming,
Run
but-
up the hill to the brown
They
van.
got the bomb plant, so now they're forcing
Look at it.
Trauma to push
Yep,
A.
yep, yep.
Left cross does go down.
Oh, they got me going up. They got me going
One's
up.
going to the brown van now.
Slow Ass is also taken out. Mental and Bronco. Oh wait, there goes Wicked. Okay, another defuse.
Oh, they're going to defuse.
What is that? Is that successful though?
No,
No,
not
if
if
we
you
lose,
defuse it.
no.
No, not if they
we're
defuse
done.
it.
Now they're up 3-1,
Two plants.
All right.
5-1. Miscounted.
but they did.
Can't read apparently.
See,
My
they got
brain
it.
is
Gotta-
buffering
when you
all
run
day,
it, you
folks.
gotta hide that as best as you can.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
do
you
have
can hide
family
the
in, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a little more hectic at the Wolf household than normal.
Just a little bit.
It's gonna be great.
A lot of laundry. I'll tell you that much. Redneck and Hellbound both go down to the hands of Mental Man.
I saw no one going to A,
Nice one.
and I was Russian, so I think they're all at the dojo.
Nice.
Yeah. So A
coming in
is
playing
probably
account
a
safe
better
there.
choice, but you're already inside.
Going up those stairs is always dangerous. Oh, he's taking out somebody in the corner. Where are the comms? Oh, Cass. Oh my gosh.
Fucking
Oh,
Molly.
that's so stupid.
Left cross literally just carried them to victory in that one. But that's crazy. You gotta check that
I was
corner.
coming at last to the party, and I thought, what a mess here.
What's up,
It's kind of an
Spezzy?
easy to miss, though.
We want a bomb plan. We want a bomb plan.
I'll be honest. Like I feel like I've seen that so many times in league play. It's almost almost always the first spot I look. If I'm gonna be honest. Like, I will always look because I've gotten hit there so many times, even in Publix, that I'm just like I'm not gonna look anywhere else first. It's gonna be there, or at least pop a grenade there. Nice shots here, taking Mental Man out. Casper is also down, bleeding out. There goes Black Mario. Devil Spit coming in on a baby tear.
One more. Come and go.
Where from? Another one on the left. Another one.
Plant it.
Bronco, the surviving member of Trauma.
Yeah, that plant.
Blonde baller and
Yeah, he's
nice. There's a guy they wanted. Bronco.
Wow.
So it does look like yeah, they're gonna get the plant point and the 3 for the win.
Wow. Very well played. All right. Kind of went how we expected, but I'll tell you what I didn't expect. Those 2 wins. I thought Trauma was going to 6-0 sweep that. I'll be honest. It's not to sound mean. It's just that's what I thought was going to happen because Trauma is so good at Dojo and they're so good at Search and Destroy. But Devil Spit pulling out 2 wins there, like that's awesome. That's a real feel good moment. They had some great moments there.
Now, is it Devil Spit picking these maps right now, or is it Trauma? It's Devil Spit picking the maps, right?
No, I believe Mental is currently the.
Oh no, that's right. That's right.
host.
Yeah, they're picking the maps. Yeah, you're right.
So they'll be playing their maps, and now we're going to be going to Industrial. Exactly what I thought would happen too. Like I have gone. I've not only gone against them in Publix and faced them at Industrial, but I've also done some scrimmages with them at Industrial, and they are so good at hardpoint on Industrial. It's ridiculous. Almost unfair at times. Now, we were able to compete a little bit in our scrims, but their efficiency is incredible. So I see this going in favor of Trauma, but I'm looking to Devil Spit to make something happen here. I want to see a miracle, okay? I want you to pull it out. Use the white containers, use the third floor, use prison walk, use all those sneaky tactics that you need to use to try to get an upper hand on these guys, because this is going to be a fight for sure.
That, I mean, kind of you're at the mercy of where the hard points spawn, because sometimes they are randomized, but sometimes they'll spawn in a couple key places that are easy to hold.
Mm-hmm.
If you get that one behind the warehouse, I don't know, where you can get on the roof. That one is kind of a difficult one to, capture back, and it's also a difficult one to hold. But I mean, again, it's if you get the one on the the upper walkway, that one is extremely hard to capture and hold. There's so many angles to shoot down from on that spot. But,
yeah, I agree. I don't like that center hold, that center lane hold. There's just so much there. Like, if someone is up on the if you are holding that point, you need someone. Almost always need someone on that third floor. You know what I'm saying? Just to provide that cover fire. Like even here at the red container, this is such a difficult position to hold at times. So you really need that work.
Well, they got the good spawn there too, though. Doesn't look like we've lost one. There's only 4 players in for Devil Spit right now. Hopefully the 5th jumps back in pretty quick. This is one of those modes where you've got to have all 5 players. If you don't, you are at a serious disadvantage.
I'm running back.
Spit doing a good job holding this location, though. I mean, it is kind of going back and forth, but look at them go.
They got like I said, they got the closer spawn. Middle, and then they got the spawn back at the stop sign warehouse, and it takes a little bit more time to get up there. This first spawn, it can either make or break your lead coming out. Does look like it's down in the pit now.
Middle, I guess.
Middle trying to play some perimeter play here.
Guy. Sorry, guys.
Steady. Sorry, I keep repeating myself, but man, it's so steady.
As long as no one got Phantom.
Oh, and he's running. Ooh, I love that gun, man.
Oh, from the back.
Does look like they finally got their 5th member back in, I believe.
And they held the pit for almost the entirety of the time. It's 40-24. Trauma now with the lead.
I'm back.
Not a huge difference there.
No, not a big one at all. It is rotated towards, I believe, is that center lane?
I'm at it. I'm there.
Just outside of.
We need get a whole one.
No, I am completely wrong. Is that the great walk? I don't know. The perspective that I saw from Mental Man, it looked like it could have been the center lane, but this spawn in particular can be rather rough.
All right, I got it open, guys.
I don't even know how to really explain why it's difficult, but if you played it, it could be a very difficult spot to hold.
Well, it's difficult because the spawns keep rotating. If you're sometimes you'll get that spawn near the shed, and like you're pretty much right there. And sometimes you'll get that spawn that's kind of across the way, near the central silo, right near the first hard point, and it takes a little bit longer to get back there.
There we go.
See, Hellbound is getting that one spawn that I was talking about. It is on fire.
The point has rotated. Devil Spit not really able to accumulate many points. I think maybe got 1 or 2 seconds on that one. But very quickly, they have spawned right next to the next one. And that is
rotated back to the pit.
And this is where they did pretty well initially with the first hold. He did. I think he just burned himself. Oh, Hellbound, no.
What the fluff? Me and Mario dancing.
See, that's something I maybe need to pick on Sean about a little bit and see if one. He blew himself up with the rocket.
Oh, they all around here. They all around here.
I think he even
all
started
around the
laughing
point
as he
right
put
now.
his
We
head
have
down.
to
Oh my
push
god,
this.
that's too funny.
We only got 14 points.
But you know, a lot of times that the hard point will rotate right back to the previous spot. I wonder if there's something that can be done about that, because that is a little, you know, seems a little less than random.
Oh, I'm
It
playing
definitely
again.
feels that way
Damn it.
sometimes. I feel like that's the case on Industrial a lot. Like we see a lot of repetition with some of the
Yeah.
spawns.
Oh, Hellbound got me again.
Speaking of rotation, it's now inside the central building.
That's a good one. I like this this hard point location. I don't know if I'd be coming from these stairs, but
Pretty ballsy, if you ask me.
He's able to take 2 out.
I mean, there you go. As long as he doesn't shoot a bazooka in his face.
Right. Well, you definitely don't want to shoot a bazooka in this room. It's such a tight quartered room. You're most likely going to blow yourself up. But he did anyway. And did not blow himself up.
This guy's crazy, man. He's crazy.
Contested.
7388.
Spawn bitch. Shit.
No, I don't want to go down there.
Here we go.
They are still staying pretty close to him though, 70 some to 90 some. So they're not letting him run away with it yet.
For sure, I think it's just a spawn. Some of the spawns that they're very good with. Is it back in pit? It's rotated right back to pit.
No. Is it pit?
Yeah, same spot. That's so crazy.
TT got me.
This is the third time we've seen the pit spawn. I'll be honest, like right now, Hellbound is in prime position for a good perimeter control, and the rest of his team has actually done a pretty decent job holding the pit location. So this could be the opportunity for Devil Spit to come back. 77 to 112. Not a huge gap here.
My fire.
Fuck me.
Oh, okay, I got him. I got him.
Oh, someone's on the city.
Trauma is holding this spot down pretty well right now.
You're climbing up.
Is it pit or is it center long? Now I can't tell.
I thought it was the center long, but I could be wrong.
Hate that.
Fuck. Oh my god.
I think it's already rotated again.
I guess we'll never know, chat. I guess we'll never know.
Where's it
That's why I said we don't need to pick this map for...
Yeah.
I'm here.
Fuck, here they come, here they come.
I love the use of the mollies
Hold that, we can hold that the
covering
whole time.
every single one of the entrances to the warehouse here. It doesn't really seem to phase Trauma O too much though. They'll just slide right through, get the eliminations, and pray that the rest of the team is going to be behind them.
100%. I mean, that's you got to get on the point. If you stay off that point, you know that's lost seconds for you every single time.
Coming now.
Mental just taking out everybody there.
He's dominating with the Viper right now. This is insane. Third time he's had the bazooka.
I think he saved a shot on that. Oh, he didn't get to use it there.
But he gets the turret down. 42 and 34. Top fraggers for Trauma. Holy cow.
Trauma has held this point down very well. It's going to give him a substantial lead.
Yeah, almost perfectly, I would say. Devil Spit did get a few seconds back onto their score there, but it's not enough to kind of close the gap. And I think Trauma's probably up to like 160, somewhere around there. 174 to 180 or to 88. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think there's much hope left for Devil Spit on this one. I mean, they could. I'm not going to say it couldn't happen, but it does look like Trauma's going to take this one pretty easily. Only 15 more seconds they need.
Ah, there's one in there.
190. I'm done. But I'm dead.
Ah!
Yeah, how do you breach this point here?
I don't know why I jumped in.
It's just overrun. Trauma getting their third win here in tonight's match. They're already looking strong. They got their plant point. They got their 3 wins. We're going to be going into the second half. They got the perimeter control lock, and yeah, that's exactly it, Crispy. Like Trauma on Industrial in particular, they're very strong at the perimeter control. They have all their angles for every single spawn point. it's almost as if that they've come to memorize where all the spawns are, not necessarily where all of them are, but generally where they are, and where the hard point spawns are, and just knowing exactly where they're going to go, what they're going to do. And every single time, man, they're just a devastating force on that map. So good job, Trauma. Devil Spit, you put in some work, and it looked pretty good for you for a little while there, but unfortunately just couldn't pull that one off. That first half went real quick. Like real quick, it feels. Muscle memory in play? Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it.
We started what 2:40, 2:45 about, so about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Usually we go to like an hour and a half, but
Yeah.
let's see. I was gonna say it looked like they were loading back in. Hello?
Does look like they're gonna go for it real quick.
Where's the YouTube? There it is. I'm just gonna refresh it, make sure it's the most up to date. Does look like they're going back to lobby. Yeah, they're gonna set up a new lobby. All of them played are over real quickly. Well, ours wasn't. Because Titch had to come in for the search and destroy, so we had to start lobbies over a bunch of times just to make sure that the lobbies didn't get messed up. Because during that week, we had a lot of experiences where like people would join the private lobbies, and then people would get kicked, and then people would spawn and not be able to move, or there's all sorts of messed up. So we didn't want to bother with that, and so we just restarted lobbies multiple times. That was like, God bless you, O'Doyle. You sat here for like 2 hours or something like that. Jeez Louise.
It was interesting.
It was something.
Well, I mean, it added a little bit of flair to it. I mean, and I did have Plank here to keep me company. He's always
Guy's a legend.
always a funny guy. Yeah, always a funny guy. He keeps you entertained.
Yeah, definitely a good match. Definitely a good match. Devil Spit's putting their best foot forward. Trauma is just always going to be a difficult team. It's the same with Death Squad and Carnage. Like, they're just difficult teams. The things we do for Titch, I know. And he still didn't teabag me. In fact, I don't even think he killed me once. The dude wasn't even close. And unfortunately, the elimination I got on him on Town was wiped from the scoreboards because of me getting kicked or some crap happening. So that didn't even count. Counted in my heart, but
I mean, to be fair, like Titch only had the was he using the Hurricane or was he using the Viper? What gun was he using?
I don't know, but
I know he did have a red dot. He did say he had a red dot, so it wasn't like he was using open sights, but still, he did pretty good considering.
Considering he doesn't play very often, and considering that he was on PlayStation, yeah.
I mean, we've seen the server. I wonder how dusty that PlayStation is.
Sounds like I need a rematch. I don't know about that. Do you really want to test those waters there, Titch?
Titch, you need to get good. Get back in there and get you that trauma, or at least the proto. Like, you won't have a chance without it.
I will tell you this much: like, Titch will have his moments. I think very often he tends to get distracted by certain things, but when he did go up against me and the rest of his team, and I blame the rest of his team for us losing, but he did do well. Like, he did beat us pretty good. But that was a one-off. It was a one-off, and you can't hang your hat on that. You know what I'm saying? But he can be a very good player. I've seen him play Firewall and Alvo, and he's very efficient when he wants to be. Most of the time, he's drinking and just wants to have fun. He's not being really serious. But when he does lock in, he can lock in. It didn't work out for him that day against Paragon. He just needs to start playing more. He could be all right if
he would. If you've known Titch for long enough, the reason he doesn't play more is he says he's pretty much an exclusively S&D player only.
Yeah.
That's what he really likes. And as you know, it's kind of hard to get a good S&D lobby going. A lot of times, as soon as you hit that S&D button, you see the lobby clear.
It's
I don't know why. I don't know why, but I mean, I think it's because it plays a little slower, and people like that. I don't know, that ADHD rush that you get from kill, die, live, die, repeat, whatever you want to call it. You know, the sitting there and talking. A lot of players don't necessarily like to sit there and jabber on. They just want to go kill stuff. But you know, S&D is one of those ones where you got to work with your team. You got to talk.
Yeah. And he's very, very good at that. Like his comms have always been like superior to other players. Like in all the time that I've played FPS games with him, his comms are always very, very good. It's been a little bit difficult for him on Alvo because, you know, again, the time spent in the game versus, you know, knowing the appropriate callouts. But overall, like he's a really good player, and I can understand wanting to play search and destroy only.
On the third TDM vote, I closed the app. That's
On his own time. Yeah, maybe that's true, Kalindo. Maybe he went easy on me. Maybe that's what it was. And you know what? Maybe he didn't want to stir the tea. He didn't want to steep it that day. Mario beats yours and yeah. Mario is like that's what I think that's what makes some players. There are some players in the community that just they have those, like when we went up against Mario, he was saying that he was not having a great day himself. But sometimes even if you don't do well, like in terms of fighting and exchanges, if your comms are good, you're still a major asset to the team. You know what I'm saying? Like there are some people who might not be very good at shooting or rotating or maneuvering. The execution just isn't there. But if you know strategy, you can be a huge asset to your team.
I don't see how Mario can have a bad day ever. I mean, the guy is a butcher, I believe, and he always gets a steak if he wants a steak.
His words, man, his words. It said, "You bad day." Those two things don't go hand in hand, ever. But all right, we are getting ready to load in the second half. Is that Dojo again? I'm having a hard time seeing it. Hold on. No, Pit.
Like, ooh,
they're going Pit for team deathmatch.
Hey, we tried it last week, and you know, did not work out so well for us. Hey, it was fun though. You know, I don't know. I wanted to do something different. You know, Dippy wanted to try something different. I mean, we've been playing all the same maps for forever. We got to play some of these other maps. You know,
I liked seeing Pit. That was a nice change of pace. I'm glad that we're going to see it again this time around. Now it's Devil's Spit, right? This is their choice, so
believe so.
So Pit is always exciting. I need to play Pit more for the simple fact that I don't know where to stand for cover. Every time I play it, no matter where I am, I'm always getting tagged. Always.
You got to be in the corners of the crates. That's the secret to that. You know, if you get down out on the open field in the middle, you're gonna get picked off. You don't really want to move too much around in those crates because you'll get picked off. If you can stay in like the corners of those containers, that's usually the best spot to be.
So with having played this and probably practiced this more often than maybe some of the other teams, what do you think is going to be the most critical factor in this exchange here? Because I never see Trauma. Not to say that they don't, but I've never seen them play in Pit. Whereas here I'm expecting like Devil's Spit. They've probably played it time and time and time again. What do you think is going to be the most important factor here?
Not getting like you don't want to play this map like it's Monastery. It is a smaller map, but you cannot play it like it's Monastery. You cannot run out and run and gun. You got to be a little more patient and kind of play, like I said, play in the corners, move back to the left, to the right. Like you don't really want to get caught on the sides. You don't want to get caught down in the middle. You know, if you do have somebody that's good at laying down and kind of dodging fire, you can get somebody in that central tower. You know, kind of look at the top, and really you want to go down those spiral stairs and look out the window. That's another good spot. Sometimes you can place somebody in one of those little pipes at either side. But again, like I said, you don't want to run out in the open on this game. You cannot run and gun on Pit. It just does not work out well.
So what we should expect here is a lot of, I don't want to say camping, but position holding.
That's
What'd you
I
say?
mean that's going to be the success. I mean, unless you have somebody like Crispy that can run around and just just take out a lot of people by himself.
Guy's crazy with the run.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, I mean, really, if you want to be successful in this map, you cannot get caught down on the ground. That's the worst place you
Well,
can
we
be
might
in
as
this
well make
map.
it fun at this point. Let's have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
All right, here we are loading on in, looking from the Devil's Spit perspective.
They can do pistol rounds.
And very quickly, you can see them starting to head towards the high ground. Exactly what you were saying.
Right there in that corner.
Oh,
Look like Mario's in that
These
little
corners
box.
are key, but it does look like he is moving a little bit more than what I would recommend.
I'm in my spot. I just killed one trying to get in.
And his team has pushed to the other side, trying to take the fight to Trauma.
This looks like it's working out for him a little bit right now.
Man, they keep spawning
I
in
know
front
they
of
like
each
to
other.
So here's another thing. Where's the on pit with it being as small as it is? Sometimes it feels like there's just no engagement because there's people are hiding,
Sorry, babe.
people are moving so fast. Like you can get from one place to the other so quickly. 7-4 right now. Trauma does have a very small lead, but finding anyone to fight can prove difficult at
They're
times.
hiding in the corner over here.
See, that's why you want to
revenge
not
for
necessarily
me.
run around, because if not, you're just going to be chasing
Right
your
to play
tail.
defense.
That's why you want to
Yeah.
pick a corner and kind of look out through those windows. But again, you got to be careful which corner. Like right there where he just went down, you don't want to hold that corner because it's very easy for somebody to see up those stairs and pick you
so
off.
hard to get.
Yeah.
Always we have cover.
They're
Below
seeing
you,
them, they just
Casper.
can't quite nail them down.
Shit.
Underneath the pipe.
Does look like
Laying down.
Devil Spit's getting a few eliminations here.
I'm gonna say they
The lead. I think they took the lead, 12-11.
if they wanted to get a one up on Trauma, this is a way to do it. Pit is proven to be a challenge for Trauma right now. 15-12. Still early game, and I don't want to count them out yet, but man, oh man, talk about curveball.
Well, they might have picked one of their weaker maps here. I'm not going to count Trauma out though, because they can certainly come back from that small of a lead. But this might come down to the wire. This might come to within a few eliminations.
I got every bit of that shit on stream. They were like, oh, they're down below.
Oh my god, Hellbound going nuts in the container tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't have
Heavy fire. He even got to the point of his 5-kill streak. We'll see if he can do it again. Takes out another one as Wicked does get dropped.
God
damn.
I could have bitten the
17, 23.
Little slide there.
Fuck.
Hey, we're up. Should we like?
We're up by 4, guys.
That's another thing. Like this map requires really good mobility, does it?
Definitely. You got to be able to jump slide through windows, jump slide over some of these pallets that are blocking your way. You got all tons of nooks and crannies to squeeze through. And if your parkour's good, you definitely have a little bit of an advantage. 26-21. They still have the lead.
At this point, it's not a huge lead, but it's a lead nonetheless, and that's the pressure on Trauma. They are going to be the ones, as the clock starts ticking down, in desperate need to get eliminations, which might push them out of position. I don't foresee Trauma exposing themselves in that way to the point where they are going to, give Devil Spit easy kills, but even still, that clock will become the stress.
See, Middle's playing this map kind of how I would. He's taking his time. He's not rushing around, and he's kind of playing those corners. But he's starting to get a little more out of position. He knows he's got to get those kills. So I think you are going to see him make a little bit more of a push.
I haven't got this.
That is another thing that always you got to keep in mind about this map. That will sometimes come into a factor. The verticality on it is so high up that if they tag you with one or two bullets, you're gonna commit suicide and fall to your death.
Stay where you are and your footsteps.
Didn't even think about that, but that is so true. It's same with what Crispy had said. Using some darker camoed players or avatars.
In front of you, slow.
He has found that some
below
people
us,
laying
mentor.
on the ground
Directly below
outside
mentor.
makes it a little
Yeah,
bit difficult to see because they blend in a little bit more, whereas in the containers,
left was
you have
inside.
all these glow stick
Oh,
lights
shit.
that illuminate and make you stand out against that backdrop. So, depending on your play style
mentor,
and
just-
what is best
just
suited
grab
for you,
a Sterling
it
and
seems like
run and
there's
gun.
a lot
You got
of
this.
options here.
Now that Joker skin though, that Joker skin is like perfect for this map. There's so many vibrant colors you can blend right in that Joker skin.
2 now, so we're fine.
Yeah, Evolution did a really good job on this
Until the
map.
last
Almost down to
minute.
2 minutes.
They did.
It's getting close.
I wish you could have seen what it originally looked like to what it is now. It's so different. So different. So when it was put into his hands, he's like, no, let's color it up. Let's throw some graffiti on there. Let's make this thing look like a prison yard almost. He did a great job.
You got those names in there, you know. Steve held true to his word and got those names in there.
Yeah, stay in the containers. Stay in the containers.
Because that's what they're going to do. As soon as they get a 1-point lead, that's what they're going to do to us. We're up by 2 points.
Oh, in reading the subtitles, since I can't hear anything, they are up 2 points.
Like I said, I think this is going to come down to the wire.
One's fixing to come around this way now.
Ooh, nice shots, Hellbound, with such a tight angle.
42-43, it's within 1 point. They've brought it back. I don't know. I think Trauma might be able to steal
I
this
got
one from him.
Casper. They got me back. 44.
Patience and precision.
Yeah, I think it is a tie game right now, if I'm looking at the skulls correctly.
I feel like they're in the gel sales or something. I can't find any
I'm
of
in
them.
the center. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody. I'm going up and down the center side.
Oh shit, there's somebody hiding. Oh, he's up by that tower.
Nice
Yeah, I was
shots.
definitely carrying this one, I think, for double
One's
spit.
down
I'd like to see
below.
the
I got one.
final
I got
score
one.
here, but
Yeah, he's at 18. 18 and 8, I think. This is KDR at the moment, his ratio.
that's a pretty good one. It's nothing to scoff at, you know.
Come back.
We get even. We get this. No! One here inside
Do
the
see Trauma? They know they're
Oh.
up against the wall here.
Oh.
50
Got
to
it, got it.
can't quite see it,
49. Oh my god, Devil's Spit looking to take this win. They have held the lead almost the entire time during the match. And even though it's a 1 point lead, it's a lead nonetheless. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 or more. A win is a win.
Trauma's desperately searching for these players right now, and if Hellbound taking another one out, if Devil Spit is smart, ooh, tied up, I think.
It is.
But Devil Spit can kind of hang back.
Ooh, this is so freaking close. I have not yet seen.
I got Hellbound. Oh, and what is behind me?
Well, no, that's a lie.
There hasn't been a team that's been this close, I don't think.
Not since the test league, I don't think. Test league, it was super close.
There you have it. Who has it? Right. And they took it by
Devil
one.
Spit, take it by 1. What a win! Holy cow, man!
That was a good map choice. I'm sure they're patting themselves on the back for picking that one this time.
That map choice was so critical. It's so critical. I gotta say, like, after seeing that, anyone who's gonna be playing Devil Spit, prepare for Pit. Wow, that works.
Wow. Right? Devil Spit, prepare for Pit. Oh man, Odin didn't even know it. But I'm glad somebody else was brave enough to pick a different map. I want to see some people, kind of mix it up. Play something nobody's played before. It is nice to have a little bit of a break from town, house, and dojo, and retreat. Those
And
are
it's not
usually
very
the ones
often you like see factory or high rise. I think you might see that in the coming weeks because I feel like high rise is a great map choice for hardpoint. It's not so, in my opinion, it's not so much a great map for search and destroy. It has its moments, but there's only like 2 spawns, right? There's only 2 spawn points for the bomb sites. So you're very, very limited as compared to other maps. But for hardpoint, it's actually a pretty good map. Same with team deathmatch, it can be pretty good as well, with the varying levels. So I hope to see that in the near future. And same with Factory. Factory is great for hardpoint and search and destroy. I think it's designed more for those objective-based game modes. TDM, it's fine as well, but they're a lot more exciting with those objective-based game modes. So hopefully we'll see those too. We don't really see those in rotation very much.
Are we getting a lobby switch here?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a switch taking place, which is understandable as long as both teams agree to it. Like, it's all good.
They putting another player in there? They pulling a trauma from last week? Is Titch putting the headset on right now?
Ooh, Titch, are you hopping in on this bad boy? Hardpoint and Pit would be wild. I'm just trying to think. So I think it was you, Adoyle, who had mentioned hardpoint on Pit would be better utilized as like a King of the Hill. Just have 1 point at the top center, right? Tower, and then just contest over that.
Yeah, I think that'd work pretty well. If you put it at the very top of the tower, it'd be cool. I mean, you could do it as hardpoint, but I mean, I don't know if players would understand it exactly. Because they'd be like, the point never moves. I mean, and
I think the King of the Hill idea is a great idea. In fact, you can take that, you can make that entire tower the capture point. So you could enter from the bottom, right? And you can contest over the stairs. And so you'd have to hold the entirety of the building at any location. I think that'd be really cool.
Definitely make it interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, and like thinking about that, I mean, you could make a few other maps like that as well.
Mhm.
You could do what industrial. You could make the that top walkway like the hill, or maybe even one of the titties.
Mhm.
But you would have to prevent it from being activated when you're behind them, because you could just get somebody up there and lay them down behind it, and it'd be almost impossible to get them off. But
All right. And am I reading that right? Desert Knight. Okay, I was going to say industrial. I was way wrong. Desert Knight is going to be a search and destroy match here. And of course, this is going to be interesting. I mean, if Devil Spit is choosing this one as their map, it's an interesting choice given that Trauma is very good on desert. They prepare for it quite often. So,
I don't know about nighttime though. Nighttime is kind of throws a little bit of a curveball because it's a lot harder to see, especially for the PlayStation players, I believe.
and they every once in a while when a nighttime map is picked, you can hear Trauma scoffing going.
Yep.
I do love the nighttime variant. So like Desert Night, the only downfall to Desert Night in terms of visibility is the rocks. Like if you can post up on the rocks, it's very difficult to find someone. Which is why you gotta stay moving a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you move and you bait that fire, then you get a pretty good perspective. Of course, if you also take certain angles and get a decent perspective that way, you can see them. You can physically see them, but from a distance, it's very, very difficult.
Metal with that Choco is good. I find personally like the night maps are harder to use the scope.
I haven't tried since my PlayStation days, so I have no idea. I'll let you guys be the deciders of that one.
Harder to snipe.
How can
Let's see if he whips it out for the first few kills.
Unusual
Usually
maps.
Metal likes to climb that ladder on the wall and try to pick a few people off from that ladder. But be interesting to see which spawn they get. It does look like Metal is going to be defending. So Devil Spit is attacking.
I
Maybe
tried
just
to
jump
get
over
on
to
my rocks.
Hellbound's perspective.
Yeah, I believe Mental is he's probably gonna hold the latrine.
Give them distractions.
That's my assumption. I mean, that's the highest point from town that you can really get that has really good perspective across the lay of the land.
Well, that and honestly, where the bomb locations are, ooh, Hellbound able to take a couple out. But if you get on top of the latrine, you've got a perfect view of the sandcastle. So you can effectively hold down 2 points by being in one position.
Hellbound taking off as his perch is bleeding out. Hopefully his teammate can get to him in enough time.
He's screaming help! He's screaming help! I could read it. Can't move! Can't move! Fixing to die!
Keep your head down.
That's great.
Is it safe to start pressing the V, guys?
We no.
There, do you see
If anybody
anybody?
could hear Hellbound, he's got
They're all on
that
top. There's some on top of the
really
shit
southern
houses.
Arkansas
Yeah, I'm
accent, and I could totally hear that in my head there.
Oh, they got me running. Oh,
Arkansas.
there's somebody on our side. Cause I got, oh,
The
they're coming in.
Arkansas
The wall.
country talk.
Right, that wall right there in front of you, Redneck. That
Nice shots here by Hellbound. Gets 2 downs, 2 eliminations.
Good thing they got him back up.
The bomb's right there. Right, go back.
Be a critical factor. Now they do need, if they want to get an extra point, they don't need to get an extra. But if they want to get an extra point, they could try to push for that. But it does look like they're just waiting for Trauma, and maybe Trauma is going to learn from this mistake, pushing up too far and trying to fight them while on defense.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If it goes to time and they have not planted the bomb, the other team wins, right?
That's correct.
So, I mean, the pressure's really on Devil Spit right now to either get Mental off of his perch or you know, get that bomb planted.
You have under a minute.
Hold on.
Oh man, crossing no man's land is Hellbound. He's pushing towards Sandcastle. Can he get on the point? Only about 40 seconds left on the clock. Going for the shots. Redneck is down. Oh no, there goes Hellbound.
But was he able to take down Blackmore or?
Right, so
No, oh wait, 3 of Trauma still alive. Only Blonde, Blood Baller.
That's it, Blonde. You gotta change your name. It's Blood Baller now.
But she can't per rules, right?
Just gotta go.
Kill the whole team right now.
Or could she change her name?
I mean, if she notifies that there's gonna be a name change prior to changing it, I think that's fair. Fine. There is a loss to Devil's Spit.
Keep going the way you're going.
It's encouraged not to change, but like in future. Let's change it to Blonde Bar. I think that's brilliant.
It is. It's a hard.
It's hard to get all the way across.
Nickname you that in Discord.
And that's what makes it so hard.
I mean, we could change her name in Discord. I do have the power.
What do you think? Or should we take it easy?
Yeah.
E-Man O'Doyle.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that though. That's, you know.
Oh, they're right.
I tend to like a light touch. I'm not trying to upset anyone. I'll let Sean do that.
Redneck goes down. Hellbound does get it down in an elimination, I believe. What looked to be on Mario, if I read that correctly. Hard to see the kill feed.
Fucking God, you motherfucker.
Shit.
I'm downstairs.
Right behind me.
Taking down Wicked.
I will say Desert S&D has always played a little bit slower, so it's a little bit less exciting, but
There's a lot of ground to cover, you know? I mean, there's so many different lanes that you can go down, and, you know, if you're trying to escape a gunfight, so many routes you can take.
have we seen Hardpoint on Desert for a while? I don't think we've seen Hardpoint on Desert.
Not since Test League, and I remember it taking place in Test League.
Alright, you got one walking up.
Nice shots here in the back of the flatbed. Is hurt. Bombs drop. About in a weird spot. Does take one out. Oh, but he gets tagged. They lose another one. Going in favor of Trauma. They got one more attempt on attack before it switches. 3 members remain alive on Trauma. No plants yet.
Like you said, they do practice this map quite a bit.
I was like, oh, was that
Oh no, Redneck dropped. Redneck dropped. We have to keep going.
It does look like Redneck dropped. Hopefully he can get back in the game soon.
All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna run slow. I'm gonna go to B as well, Hellbound. I'm gonna go
over
long
here
way
at
around.
ISO. B's a good idea. Good idea. Let me get cams.
I love Hellbound's speed right now. He is just blitzing to a bomb site. He is wasting no time.
I mean, that's one of the you know, that's one of the better
I'm on your side with you,
tactics. But I mean, again, you know, you don't necessarily have to do that. You saw that with the Germans, you know,
Somebody's up.
hanging back and letting the other team kind of make a mistake first. Sometimes can be beneficial. Not necessarily on this map, I wouldn't say, because there's too many points that are up high that, you know, if you give them that extra time, you know, one of them's going to get in a tree, one's going to probably get up on that wall. You know, you really can't let them get set up on this map.
Your way, right to you.
There you go. Trauma taking the first 3. We'll see if they can get a plant and steal one more plant point.
He was coming. Man, I hope Redneck gets back in here soon.
Yeah, they're hoping Redneck gets back in here, and I hope he does too. What's up, Punishment? How's it going, man? You got plans for any equipment for the PSVR 2? I know you've been busy with the
Oh, we
RCs
need
and
a
stuff.
plant
That shit
first.
looks cool,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm heading up
Yeah.
today.
The work that you're putting in
they
looks
still-
awesome.
Who's they missing? Redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it is hard to see. It's hard to see through that scope. That is not easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
See
You
no one
know,
on the ladder?
nighttime maps and the
No, I see
Choco,
also
it
no
is a
one.
very, very hard thing to pull off. I still want that either
So
that
if we all
starlight
die,
scope, so the
well,
night
then you
vision
have to kill
scope, or like maybe like an
Thermal?
infrared scope. I think that'd
Harakiri.
be cool. Yeah, thermal scope would be nice.
Then let's.
Woo-wee! How?
How's he even seeing that?
I have no idea. Look at those shots.
Someone's shooting at me. Though,
So
as well.
good.
With that building
Yeah, I saw
behind.
Gamma and brightness turned up all the way.
And the
So you can
craziness.
plant.
Down, left, cross.
The craziness of those shots. I mean, it's so critical. And the positioning he had was perfect. So much cover from the rock face there.
And they did get the plant. And they've got a nice little position.
Peeking the fence.
Man,
Someone coming
they've
to
got
the
this
gap of
locked
the
down.
wall?
I don't think they're gonna have any problems keeping Del Spit off of this one.
They are still down a player too, which doesn't really help
One's on top
either.
of
I
it.
don't see anybody
Oh,
there.
definitely. Hey, them's the breaks.
Yeah, that's wicked. I
Yep.
downed her. She's downed.
Now, unless Trauma make a significant error here, we should get the win with the plant.
It's gonna be kind of hard because I mean you've got pretty
Ah,
much.
that
Yeah,
was too
there you
slow,
go.
wasn't me?
You had trauma placed at every like high point location. I mean they really had that covered.
Jeez Louise, man. That's crazy. Yeah,
You attacking?
I know I'm kind of like hyping Mental Man here, but I don't see anyone else running with the Choco. I mean, this guy is just, he's on another level.
More like
Absolutely
that,
crazy. And like you could use it for intel. Like, that's what I would use it for. Just give me the scope, get the gun.
A seems
I'll
pretty
use it as a
Well,
utility
time
item.
to
I'll pull that
get
up and just
recon back.
provide intel. This guy, no, he's just gonna snipe you.
I mean they did get the successful plant.
Just don't rush.
Does look like he was checking to see if the other guy got in.
Good at the time. Right?
You never know. I can't hear the comms, but Trauma may be taking a
I
little bit of
think we
mercy
got
here,
already
possibly.
one plant
They might
in front.
tell somebody to kind of hang back.
You do?
Yeah.
Cross gets
Oh,
taken out by
okay, so
Casper.
yeah,
Casper is
careful,
also
and
using the
they finished
Choco,
me.
it seems. As you can see on the
He
kill
was
feed, what
high
weapon
on
was
the rocks on the
used.
other side of the wall.
So you got two members
So be careful.
Sneaking around the
on
house.
Trauma that are using the Choco. That's
People out, yeah.
I only saw one there.
Well, Casper does like getting up in those trees.
When I first
And
picked
those
the
are
Main Street.
pretty hard to see somebody in it, especially at night.
yeah, Juggernaut
So,
kill streak.
Which side we want
called
to go
Crispy.
if we want
Yeah,
to go?
that would
Me
be
and Casper
perfect.
was on B side.
Yeah, the bomb is at B.
So I would
Sure,
suggest
Creep
B.
down.
I try to push from.
And every time you
wait
activate
until
it,
some of
you
your
scream, "I'm crispy."
I try to push to A now.
Come, Casper.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Great
Jungle.
patience by Mental Man, finding Wicked,
Yep.
throwing around the corner.
Seems
got
clear.
done
Black
with
Mario
all
is
this
taking
plunder
damage, but
ball.
Mental is going to be able to get this plant off, I believe.
Is he carrying the bomb?
Oh, here's
He
another
usually
one.
does, but
Another
I
one
don't know if
on
he
A.
is right now.
So
I think
just
he was
go.
getting tagged there. I thought he had the
Go
bomb.
to
Maybe it
B.
was Casper that has it.
One's burning.
Oh, and Hellbound committed
Hellbound.
suicide. Unfortunate.
Did they get the plant there?
No plant.
No plant. Well, I mean, it
He
doesn't
was
matter
panicked.
anyway. If they win
Running
one
so
more,
his
they've
own
already got one
molly.
successful plant. They're gonna take the plant point as well.
Rename the Molly to Crispy. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm carrying my frags and my Crispies.
Are you with me?
Yeah. That's perfect.
Up on the ladder. Redneck should be back by now. It doesn't take that long to reset and get back in the game.
don't.
I hope not bad.
And I will say, they are still playing down a player,
Alright, so
right?
one will be
They
two will be
are.
high.
Yeah, that makes it very hard in S&D. Very hard.
Well, there's a bomb plant right now. on B
I
site.
think 2 is dead.
Yeah, well, they got somebody way up high.
Yeah.
I don't foresee this one
2 probably
not
is
going
one.
off. They'll probably get the
If they
eliminations
work,
before
we
the
can
bombing
read
explodes, though.
that.
Yeah.
This
We
would
can
certainly
offer them
solidify their
to
extra point
play
win,
the
though.
round.
You took my kill mantle.
If you
I don't know that
guys
one.
okay with that, I mean.
Is he
Oh,
just blind?
I finished it.
I'm
I
not doing
finished it.
very good with my choco.
Shooting at
Sure.
trees.
Maybe he thought it was someone.
And there they got the elimination. That does it for S&D.
Wow, bro.
Wow, plant point and the 3 points. But I mean, hey, look. Either way, Devil's Spit is not walking out of this one empty-handed, which
No.
is it's no small feat to take 3 points away from Trauma. That does take a little bit of doing.
And they did it by map selection, man. Map selection. I mean, that shows like how important some of the strategies are. Like it comes down to, so like if you look at every factor, the map selection, your loadout selection, what kind of utility you're using, the roster that you're running with, who are your best players versus who aren't your best players, and also knowing which side of the lobby you're on, because depending on which side will determine kind of like where your spawn is, right? When you go into certain game modes. So playing all these factors is so important, and strategizing around it is so important. And Pit was just the perfect map choice to get that small upper hand against Trauma. So well played there. But we are going to be going to hard point next. Perhaps, I don't know. Maybe there's conversation being had.
Does look like they got their fifth person back in. But maybe they're discussing, since they had the one drop player, maybe they're going to try to run it again.
Yeah, we shall see. Because it's still on Desert Night and Search and Destroy. So Left Cross is currently the lobby host. So we'll see. Might be running it again. Everybody's greening up, so we might see it again. This is on them. If they want to, that's fine.
Hey, more power to both teams for, in all fairness, letting it happen again. If that is going to, in fact, be the case.
And the fact that he tried to get back in, or perhaps did try to get back in, and not once was able to return, like, that's tough, man. I know if that happened with my team, we'd be pretty sad.
Oh, yeah. Does look like they were going to rerun this match.
All right. Well, then let me, on my end, reset here. Oops.
So it should be, what, 9 and 1 plant point?
Why did it do that? Hello?
What's it doing? Oh, okay.
It gave 1 point for a win. That was weird. All right. Here we go. Score should be set now. We've reset the score.
I was sure you're always used to it because you're black.
Well, I mean,
Mario.
the one button on it does just give 1 point, but if you do the team win, like, I usually won't press that one unless they actually won, because it does do that transition automatically.
Well, that's what I was just doing there. But we were still on the same scene, so it wouldn't do the transition. But the strange thing is that when I hit the point for the plant point, it also gave it to the regular score. It's so weird.
Oh, that's strange. Yeah. I mean, I will say I did have to repoint some of those text files. At least on
saw that building to you.
when I did my import.
Already multiple members down on Devil's Spit. Good trade here. We do get the final elimination.
Does look like they got him up.
Get him, Redneck. All right, he's down. Get him, Redneck. I'm going to keep watching it.
Good revive for sure.
Okay, let's go.
I think left Hellbound. Did I see? Was it Wicked?
I'm pressing between houses.
I'm right
Perhaps
behind
still
you.
surviving members of Devil's Spit. Ooh, getting tagged from behind. Very dangerous.
They're behind me. Shit.
Somebody's shooting. They're shooting up at us. Careful.
From where, though? Man, I can't see nothing.
From where B
down
is
the alley.
normally in the
From down the
castle.
alley.
Third city. And now they're coming down now. They're heading towards the middle.
Yep. Yep.
Here's another one in the middle.
There they go. They're breaching the point. This definitely, you could tell that it feels better for them. They were able to actually get to a point here, which is great. I think he did just molly himself a little bit, put him out of position. That leaves left all alone to go up against 4 members of Trauma. This is going to be very difficult. They can't get the plant either.
It's always dangerous throwing that molly off because you know, it's giving you a smoke trail right back to where the player that threw it
There's one on the
is.
roof aiming at you right now. On the shit house.
if you're going...
Do you see him?
No idea. And no one's covering B.
Trauma just has to sit and wait.
I'm covering satellite pit.
Left cross.
No one's
I don't think we're going to see much of a different outcome even with this match being replayed.
I don't have anybody near B.
But
I'm
who
on
knows?
B now.
We like eating our words.
One left. He's at
It
the
always
bottom of
feels
Main
good
Street,
as a
going towards
commentator
the
to be
castle,
proven
Bronco
wrong.
side. Bronco down
Yeah.
to your left.
I mean, I hope so,
Bottom,
but
left, right near the castle.
just from the way Trauma's been playing tonight and, you know, their overall performance on S&D maps,
there you go.
you know, it's
Damn.
it's kind of hard to take them out on
We need to
S&D.
be quiet so he
Yep.
can hear him.
Yep,
and if
very
he
Especially
talks
desert.
during this, only
Especially
talk.
desert.
Yeah, because I go by hearing their footsteps too, and it's hard to hear when everybody's.
Upside, silver lining, folks. No one's dropped yet, so we could have a solid game here.
Going A.
All right, I'm going to.
I would go to A. But I would go
Watch
this way
that
to
side
A.
right there.
Tagged early. Got to use these rocks for cover. Hellbound. No, it does not look
He's
to
already throwing
I'm
shit
down.
out.
Didn't
I'm
heal
fucking
up.
down.
heal up.
Long
Yeah.
peak.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to-
he
oh,
was too
shit.
red.
Oh, motherfuck! Where did he come from? Off the roof?
Running down
right
that
there
top
so
lane though,
fast,
is
dude.
very
They can take it
dangerous.
off, yeah,
And in fact,
Oh, dude,
I'll say like usually where I post up, I try to get that perspective because you could see how easy it is to mow people down.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, easily.
Obviously not.
He was on our side
So
pretty
I
damn
got
quick,
it.
man.
Blood Baller trying but failing, and there's another win for Trauma. Looks like they want to close this one out with another 6-0.
Got it. Oh no, I don't got it.
And he was going.
Last attempt here for Devil Spit on the attack before they flip
Watch how
rolls.
fast they're gonna try to just execute us though, because they're like, let's get this over with.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
jump on it
man.
and run. There ain't nowhere, just jump on it. and
Fuck it, get the
fucking
bomb. I'm
run.
going to B.
They are moving
Here we
pretty
go.
fast
I'm
here.
going to be.
Oh shit.
If they're at B already, then something.
So no other game tonight, Shell. The next one will be tomorrow starting at 3. No, 4.
Right behind you guys. They're coming through the center.
No
It's
games,
starting back.
unfortunately, will be covered tomorrow, but you can catch them on their live stream. Nice shots here on Casper in that full elim. Very important. Don't want to give Trauma any opportunity to get a revive, but he's taken out at the bush.
I'm dead.
So this map pick would be Trauma's this time around.
Casper. Casper
No.
dead.
This is Devil Spit, right?
Bomb, I
Devil
planted
Spit had the
bomb.
second half? Yeah.
Devil Spit should have the map. Trauma got the server pick, and it does appear they picked the UK server.
Two guys picked
Or
come
EU
in.
server, I
Right,
should say.
redneck.
Shoot him at the wall.
30 seconds.
Where you go?
Okay,
Going up
there's
against a
another
team
one
like
on the
Trauma,
side.
it's very easy to become upset. You know, you have a top tier team. Like I said, the top 3 from the test league, like, you got to be careful of those teams. They are absolutely deadly, and it's very scary
On the ladder.
Don't let
when
them
they
get
start
Don't let them get in here.
playing seriously, and
Fuck, right there, right there, right there. There's one.
you just don't want to get caught. Devil Spit do get the plant, but
We're going to get a plant. We're going to get a plant. We're
it's
gonna
all
They
get a
for
won the
naught.
round?
Yes.
No, Devil Spit won that round.
Oh, they did win that round.
And
Look
won
at that. Hey, look at that, huh?
Hey, the caster's curse may be coming true once again.
And they get the plant point as well. So, hey, well, I mean, they have at least have one up, right?
I like B. What do you like?
Yeah, Fergie. You can watch you can watch every player's live stream because we will be casting our points of view. You know, Wolf is going to be playing in one of the matches. I'm going to be playing in one of the matches, and unfortunately, you know, I got my kids tomorrow night at 6, so yeah, I'm going to be spending time with them.
Yep.
That's okay.
Galindo, I do get upset. There's only one person or 2 people I've ever gotten upset with. Every other time I'm just upset because I'm hyper competitive. That's all.
Bomb is down there, so let's go.
Everybody gets heated from time to time. You
Yeah.
just got to make sure that you come back down very quickly after it's over and make sure you say your apologies if
laying right on that on B.
you know you got a little too salty.
Nice shots here by Mental.
You killed him?
I killed one. I
No,
don't know if it was
I
him.
marked him. I marked him with a nade.
Oh, shit.
Casper's out.
I thought you killed him.
They're coming around from the bottom of Main Street now.
But it's true, Galindo. It's true.
No, I go for the plant.
And my team knows it. And I always say, listen, I will try to stop my bitching. Try. There is another bomb plant. Black Mario is taken out. This leaves Mental Man alone to go up against the rest of Devil Spit, which I believe there are at least 2 members left.
How many?
It's got a good angle on that bomb site.
One is arriving. One nade.
Now, you
behind
know, if I was the other
sandcastle and
team, I would
that's
try to
okay.
climb up that back wall of that
Coming
sandcastle.
up. Now going to the.
Just like that.
Yep, definitely not do what they just
So
did. They
that's
just
one
ran
bad
right
point.
across the gang.
So we are
plank.
tied now.
Yeah.
But yeah, middle was in a good spot there. They took that, so we are all tied up on plant points right now.
Damn.
One kill for me.
Fergie,
0
I'll
for
be
Casper.
streaming. I'll be restreaming, so I'll be on my Twitch and my YouTube channel, so you can find it there.
If you go on the test server, Fergie, they actually have
I think I got the
on Discord. If you go under what?
One done.
Where's it?
So they got 2 dead.
Stream links, I think.
That's Stream Links. Yeah, Stream Links. It's under Alvo AWL Season 1. So you know the general channel. Just go down. It's right above resources. It shows Stream Links. That has all the streamers' streams. And unfortunately, I can't promise you that all of them will be like exactly right because you don't know who's streaming for the teams. You know, I know Wolf said he's going to be streaming for
double down,
Paragon.
Mental.
I will be streaming for Death
Double down my
Squad.
position.
Let's see who
I
else is
can't
playing. I might be able to guess it for you.
I got one near the right side of the wall somewhere.
In the revive on Bronco.
Thanks.
They do have the bomb plant at B site.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
so
will be
you
their
have
second.
repeat offenders and hacks. You should know repeat offenders, Fergie.
Too late.
And hacks, you don't bother because you're probably going to be playing in that one, I would assume.
Yeah.
Or Carnages
Red plate.
probably be
Senorina.
Slice or Step 1.
So
Those
Spanish
sniper
activate.
shots are absurd, sir.
So did they get the successful plant there?
And they got the successful plants. They are 2 up for successful plants.
Yes.
Oh, someone had
Well, I mean, they really just got to finish this one out. They'll
Anyone grab the
have
bomb?
the same result as before,
Yeah,
but
okay.
again, you know, that was
they
very
got
kind of them to allow the
Don't
Yeah,
rush
match to be
it. Don't rush
replayed.
it. Don't rush it.
The upside is that
They
Devil
are
Spit can
already
say that
down
they
there to the
took
right.
one,
I'm gonna get across from B somehow.
right? Because the last time they didn't take one. This time
I
around
don't
they
think
did.
so. Yeah, I do not think they got one last time.
Come on, you gotta be shitting me.
Hellbound certainly not happy with his parkour. But then again, trying to move around the perimeter there. The perimeter is kind of tight along that wall, so you know, try to jump from one roof to another. It's gonna
Oh,
cut
shit,
you
coming
off.
to A. There's one behind the
I
building.
don't want
at
you going
A.
too far out.
Black Mario.
There's one at A.
Oh, he's fucking hurt. God damn
Yeah,
it.
he is.
I'm sorry. I got sniped out. Oh,
Just
Mental,
reading that,
they're both
Crispy.
around
Correct
outside
me
of
if
the
I'm
building
wrong,
at
Wolf.
A.
You're only supposed to have
And
one
there's
person
one
streaming,
shoot in the
correct?
building of A.
Oh,
There should
one's
only be
going up
one
now,
person,
one's going
Okay,
upstairs
so
at
yeah,
A.
so
On
Crispy,
the bottom,
just
he's
make
up
sure
on
it's
the
just
top
one
floor now.
person from
And
your
there's
team
another one
streaming.
coming now, Hellbound.
He's
There's
shooting
And it
three
can't be the
building.
host.
Shooting from the
You
shit
can
house.
get up
Yes,
to
cannot
the-
be the host.
Yeah, get up there.
There's one shooting from the shit
Nice
house.
shots here by Hellbound, putting in so much work, and his team come and revive. That grenade did so much damage, though. He's gonna bleed out here.
Blonde, come to A. Can you sneak around, Blonde?
Many members still alive on trauma, but I believe some of them are in a down state, so they're not necessarily up to compete.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
down 3
probably
people.
getting yeah, they're probably getting revived though.
All in
True.
the house.
Yeah, multiple
Trauma is very good at that.
Just
members in the latrine right now. I mean, one at a time, boys. One at a time, please.
Yeah.
do you got fire?
Bomb is
bombs,
planted
or
at A.
anything?
And they sure as hell know where you are. Oh, yeah, they got
Yeah,
He's coming at you.
they got one guy watching.
And there you have it.
All right, so there is one on the very top, running around, looking over the edges.
Match
You're one away
point.
from- Yes.
Right there. That hurt.
5-1.
Ah!
Match. 1-0.
We're time that we
Yeah, you're good, Crispy. I just want to make sure that everybody knows, just that way we don't have any spats in the
I'll
chat.
try my tree again. I'll try out. No, I can't.
You
So
can
I
do it,
will.
Casper.
I would like to
believe in
commend
you.
everybody in the league. I think
One
everybody's
straight ahead of
been
us, just behind this
been
truck. Mario.
pretty cool
On the
here
rock.
lately. Everybody's been very understanding.
Right.
It does look like most of the teams are, you know, being a little easier on each other, not going as try hard as far as being real sticklers for the rules.
Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, well, you know, it is season 1, and there's a lot of stuff
Who's
that
covering B?
can be adjusted or added or removed. And don't worry, a lot of that has been heard loud and clear.
Going on to B now.
Oh, definitely.
If you can kill them now, they're laying down, planting.
Until
Another
tomorrow
one's coming to the
says.
stacks. Yeah.
Fuck, really? Jesus, fuck, man. So many bullets. All right.
Bomb has been planted at B site. Devil Spit looking to get a win here. Nice takedowns.
Hold down, just shredding them, man. That was a good little move. As long as he doesn't set himself on fire here.
Yeah, but he's protected the bomb. 25 seconds is kind of a long time to sit here on Sandcastle, but he's not alone, fortunately. And that fire did deplete.
And he's got to watch those legs. His
oh no!
And then he's going to get the defuse.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, that's the only thing about coming back to that wall. His legs were sticking right out of that sandcastle wall.
Can I just say, Hellbound, I am so sorry. Because that was brilliant. The way you moved there was brilliant. And your positioning and choice making was brilliant.
It's always painful when you... I mean, he was so close. So close.
That was looking really good. Oh, I feel that one for you, Hellbound. Jeez Louise. All right, well, we're finally going into our last map, and this is going to be for Hardpoint. We shall see how this plays out. I don't know what they're going to pick. I can only guess at this point since they picked Pit. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Hanger.
Well, I mean, it is Hardpoint. I mean, like I said, it is one of their stronger sets. I would say, for just as a word of advice for them, I would not pick a big map. I would not pick a map where they can see you from a long ways off. They like to post up. Middle's a very good perimeter player. You know, so you want to pick something where, I don't know, like maybe I think maybe Retreat. That would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Town even. Anything that, you know, you can kind of, you know, keep those long distance choco shots out of the way.
But even on House, which
Looks
is
like Monastery, right?
Yeah, it looks like Monastery. But even on House, Mental was still running with the Chaco, and that's like comparatively, that's a small map. If you take out the distance between the tower and the house, everything else is pretty much close quarters. So, you know, even on Monastery, I wouldn't be surprised with the new expansion. Well, new, it's not really new anymore, but the newer expansion to Monastery, I could see him holding one corner and just sniping all the way down to the other side. It's totally possible. But as for a Hardpoint map,
it's a good choice, I think. I think they picked pretty well on this one. They've always done pretty good at Monastery, and like I said, it's not really like that Choco can have a lot of effect here. You know, you don't really have a lot of long shots. And I mean, you know, I would say maybe if it wasn't Hardpoint, if it was like more like TDM, yeah, it could have an effect. But since it is Hardpoint, you know, you got to get to that point.
sorry for the lost frames here, folks.
If you have to stop showing the Discord, that's fine. If that helps.
I don't know if that's what it is.
I should have just fucking camped the corner. That's my fault. I couldn't do anything.
I just ran out too much.
It was good. It was well played.
I don't like that.
Hellbound was
looking terrible.
Let's forget it.
But they played it good.
Okay, so let's concentrate.
Let's go. Yeah.
So it's in...
Yeah, we're back. It was
Kinda-
going yellow-red, though.
In the corner.
Okay, so it is down in the back rooms, picture room.
Boxes.
Down.
Right near is what we call
Full
ramp
push on that point.
from the new section.
Don't running around.
Well, hey, you back in the green now, bro.
Yeah, I found
they're coming
something.
from ramp.
Oh, back red, yellow. Red light,
Another
green
one
light.
from the ram. I stayed.
Dog.
And straight back.
I'm only going to assume it's bandwidth.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, it is 4 p.m. on a Saturday. A lot of people are getting home.
One's behind the boxes again.
That's over soon.
Fuck. Alright,
Looks like it's stapled out now.
Kill, man. There's,
It was contested.
You're contested.
They
We're up
couldn't
by
get
2
it.
points. Yeah, we're up
Yep.
by 2. Here we go inside
Test
the
that
church. it
shit,
looks like.
don't matter.
Broncos behind that crate.
Well, we are closing out on 3.5 hours of streaming, so I can only assume like it can't be perfect the entire time.
Oh, 100%.
All right, thank you for being patient, guys. And again, I'm really sorry about any frame drops. We'll do the best we can. Fortunately, it's stabilized. So, 28 points to Trauma.
The other, Trauma's 28. I don't know what the other side is. It does look like Trauma has been holding this point pretty easily.
12. 12 is what I saw for Devil's Spit. Not a huge gap, of course, but you know, if you can't even contest a point, like right now they're in wine cellar, right? They're on the barrel side.
Yeah, barrel side, yeah.
So if like you're having a hard time contesting that, I mean,
well, I'll tell you, Trauma's done a great job there of placing that fire. You know, I have not really seen Hillbound come in not through the fire yet.
No, it's behind.
Middle with the Sterling.
God. Oh, good.
Nice one, Bronco.
Able to avoid
coming
the
from stair
fire
side?
by hopping around it on the wall.
One's coming from inlet spawn and about. We're still in the tunnel now, so they.
Not the round table. Nope.
No, this is the backside.
Certainly not.
Oh no.
Nah.
So if you actually look at your compass, it's pretty interesting that the cross side that I've always called north end is actually the south end.
Hey, I never even thought about calling it cross side.
Yeah, I always called it north because the cross. I always. My thought is
Still hiding on
the direction that the cross is facing should be due north, but it's not.
Only one.
It's actually due south. So technically the
I
south
just
end.
always, yeah, I just call it the backside of church, and I called the other side the great side.
But
But
drop down. One's about to drop down.
go cross side. I can start using that. That ain't a bad little call. It's still very close, 49 to 57. Only it's about a 10-point difference.
No, it's not.
Trauma is definitely struggling to hold this one.
Now one tunnel.
This looked like middle was on fire. He was unable to put himself out there.
10-point gap.
You're out of it. Open. I'm in it.
Double Spit is getting wiped out though. Ooh man, taken down from behind, I believe.
This is looking good for Devil's Spit. I mean, they're really contending here. They're keeping it close. They're not necessarily in the lead, but it's not such a point gap difference that they can't retake, you know?
Yeah, they got a chance. They have a hope and a prayer here, but Trauma is kind of quickly shutting that door on them, I believe. They're just able to hold on to a couple extra seconds over Double Spit here.
Go, go, go.
In the church. Oh, there are 3 of them in there. Fire. Go, go.
Get up, get up.
I can't get in.
Score there.
Great.
5983.
Nice breach there by Hellbound, but could not find the last member of Trauma. Does get taken out. It's back in the hands of Devil Spit, though. This is where perimeter control is key. 62 points in their favor.
One's coming. They're going to come in from the side.
Fuck. Got it.
I think Trauma still has 70-some though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Trauma's recaptured, so I mean they're probably going to be close to the triple
Middle
digits
with
at
a
this
nice
point.
rocket.
I mean, he just held that down pretty much solo. 108 to 62.
Round
It's
spawn.
still not over yet, but it's definitely not looking good for Double
Round
Spit.
round
The round thing. At the round thing. Right.
Fergie, I think what the more important part is you know, a lot of people will respond to why can't I think of the word?
Yeah.
You know, the description, pretty much, of the area.
I can't go.
Right, like cross end or boxes or bridge,
No.
right? Like landmark. That's the word I'm looking for. Jeez.
Yeah.
Buffering. Wolf's Brain is buffering. Landmarks. Using landmarks is usually better than directional comms anyway. So whatever your team chooses, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Can your team agree upon certain callouts?
It's all up to your team. You don't necessarily have to use the same ones other people use. I mean, you can call it like dog porch or whatever you want to call it. Like,
The litter box.
Ah, fuck.
It's the church again.
Yeah, he's got that Sterling. He's got a good place here, but you know this church one is always hard to hold down because you've got so many entry points here. It's very hard to really lay down and hold this one.
As much as you want to... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. It looks like Devil's Spit might be clawing it back a little bit here.
Yeah, good shot.
The other challenging part about holding down the church itself is like, you kind of... The one thing that we find players doing is trying to gain some vertical advantage, right? The higher up you are, some would argue a better advantage you might have, but in a hard point you can't get too vertical because if you're too high above the point, then you're off the point. It's calculated that you're no longer controlling it and it goes gray. So some people will sit on that angled bench up in the corner and try to sit in that corner, which is a very good spot. But if your teammates are taken off the point, you're no longer in a position to capture. You have to be careful.
Definitely. It does look like Trauma's going to just take this one here on this point. If they hold this point down like they've been holding the other points, this game's already over.
Tunnel 2.
Oh my god. So and the shotgun? What is
shotgun?
Oh my god.
One more.
And he had that Zuka, he almost got it off too.
You give this guy any weapon, man. Jeez Louise.
One hurt.
Good use of those mollies.
Ah, they're coming.
The shotgun here is so perfect too because the entry points, they have to get so close to you. And the shotgun at mid range can be dangerous if aimed appropriately, but the spread can be random. So the closer, obviously, the closer the better.
Left side. One in. What? Oh,
yeah, I mean you're right about that, Fergie, but I mean that goes back to like what Wolf was saying. You know, you want to try to go for landmarks. You know, stuff that's easily identifiable. That's why usually I use crate side, and I don't know if I use cross side. I don't usually do that, but I say backside. But you know, most people don't know what I'm talking about when I say that unless you play this.
Talking about my booty cheeks.
Ooh, flash! We had not seen a flash yet.
2 seconds. Oh, they got
2 points.
Does
2
look like
seconds
this is
away.
over. Yeah, this is all over but the crying. It would be amazing if they could pull that back. Unfortunately,
but they broke the 100 mark though. They got to 101. So
yeah, that's not bad. It's very not bad. I mean, and again, like I said, they're not walking away empty-handed. They did steal 3 points from Trauma. That's an effort and something hard to do in itself.
yeah, that's crazy. Really good game. Really good game. And you know, you had already mentioned it earlier, and like you know, applauded them, but I'd like to applaud the team again, Trauma, for replaying that search and destroy match when Devil Spit was down a player for the entirety of it. They didn't have to. They're not obligated to because they're not the ones necessarily being affected by it, but that just goes to show how sportsmanlike players can be, and I appreciate that. And hopefully everybody continues to behave in that sort of way. That's what makes this smooth and so much more enjoyable because it's more about the fun than anything else. And I know that there's stuff on the line. I get that, but really, like if we're gonna keep this going, we gotta enjoy the journey and not start cannibalizing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So.
We're not trying to tear this place apart.
So big kudos,
Not yet.
big kudos to Trump. Yeah, not yet. Now, if you put $10,000 on the line, then no holds bar. Okay, everybody go at it.
Yeah, definitely. I might get a little salty at that point, but I mean that type of money, yeah, I think you'd almost have to. But I mean, literally, I figured it out. I mean, you're like, if you have 10 players on your team, you're like maybe going to split like $18.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that almost probably, I mean, depending on what part of the country you live in, that might not even buy you a Big Mac meal.
No. Oh man. Well, congratulations, Trauma, on your win today. You won 5 of the 6 and you got the 2 extra plant points. So kudos to you. That's going to do well for you on the scoreboard for sure. I believe they're currently sitting in first, if I recall the leaderboard correctly. So that could solidify your first place seed. Not that means too much. It's all a matter of placement and just for those who are curious. It will be the top 8 that go, so not everybody's going to go in the playoffs, but Trauma is a team that I'm not concerned about seeing in the playoffs for sure. Devil Spit, really good effort. Beautiful map pick. You had a lot of good decision making. The execution, you had really good moments. Unfortunately, though, Trauma just bested you tonight. But don't walk away with that with your heads held low. You put in a really, really good effort. But I'm done, man.
Money's not everything. Money's not everything. You can't buy poverty. Mick
true.
always with a joke. Hey, how's sitting by the pool over there in Spain? Hopefully you're having a good time, man.
But I'm done. I want to get out of here. I want to go eat, spend time with family. O'Doyle, you got anything to say to everybody before we head out?
No, not really. I mean, watch our streams tomorrow. You won't see us casting anything, but yeah, definitely have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, and good luck to all the teams tomorrow and Sunday.
All right. Thank you all so much for tuning to Amateur Hour Commentary's presentation of the Alvo World League Week 4 match. I can't believe we're on Week 4 already. Between Trauma and Devil Spit. Congratulations, Trauma. We will see you guys in the next one, which will not be tomorrow. But tune in anyway and watch the matches come. We'll see you guys then. Till then, peace.